And we should be live, hopefully. I think we're good. I posted a warning, like, I don't know, half an hour before the original stream was supposed to start. Had, my phone. I had to make cornbread. I forgot. Well, I kind of forgot. I remember the moment I stepped downstairs and away from my PC. First day of the new year, my family always does this thing, and I know it's not just a my family thing. It's supposed to, like, usher in good luck for the new year and stuff. It's not a true new year unless I break it in with a late stream. Although, again, I warned people ahead of time, so, like, I don't know if it's that bad. No, first day of the new year, my family always makes Hoppin' John, which is essentially black-eyed peas, collard greens. It's like a mixture of those with spices, a little bit of tomato, a little bit of onion, a little bit of pepper over some rice. It's really good. I usually have it with a bunch of hot sauce. It fucking hits. And then cornbread. And I guess the actual Hoppin' John is supposed to usher in, like, good luck and general good vibes for the new year. And then the actual meaning behind the cornbread with it is specifically supposed to help with good fortune in the new year because it's gold, because it's cornbread. But yeah, so I made the cornbread. My mom is making the Hoppin' John as we speak. So, yeah. How are you doing today, Zombie? How's your new year going? How was last night for you? I hope it was fun. Let me make sure Skeleton's working and up. Yes! I already have everything pulled up. I already have the titles changed. I did all the things. So, like, I'm slightly buzzed because I was drinking mimosa while I was making cornbread. So, a little buzzed, but nothing crazy. I figure we just kind of chill, watch some true crime. The video we're looking at is specifically the case of DeAngelo Tobia. Nice. Let's go. Discounts are awesome. My work does a thing for their employees where we normally get an 8% discount, like, year-round, but it's only for, like, houseware stuff, meaning not food items, that kind of thing, and not items that are already on sale. And then moving into, like, the holiday months, like November and December, the discount is changed to 10% off, and it's valid for grocery items as well, which is kind of cool. And then my work does a little bonus thing where we get a bonus seasonal discount. It's a one-time use discount, and it's I think it's either 10 or 15% off, and you can use it with your pre-existing discount to make it 20-25% off whatever you purchase. So that's kind of cool. I normally use it on gifts for family or on groceries this time of year, because it works for groceries as well. This year I used it for gifts. Last year I used it for gifts too, but I used it for more items technically last year. Unfortunately, it arrives on Wednesday, so I don't... Okay. Alright. It's good that you got that figured out. I'm gonna be getting the Steam Valve Index headset, I think. I've actually decided on it. It's just a matter of saving up. It'll be a couple of months at least. My plan is basically next paycheck. I'm purchasing a couple of very specific things that I need, and same with the following paycheck. I'm not doing it all at once. I'm putting X amount into my savings account this week, and then next paycheck, it's going to be the same deal. Actually, from then on, I want to do a specific amount from my main account to my savings account, just so I can build up kind of a little bit in there, just in case. I mean, not even for, like, future plans, but just so I have it on the back burner, just in case, because God knows everything happens. Fucking electronics fail, things have issues, bills don't get paid, you know. It's nice to have a little bit, just kind of, just in case. Let me do this. Hey, there I am. I'm actually kind of happy that we finished. Yo, Sar. What the hell? God damn. That's funky. That's really funky. Like I said, overall, like, throughout the year, except November and December, where I work, I get I think it's 8 or 9% discount on items, but specifically not food items, only houseware items and items that aren't on sale. And then it hops to 10% for those 2 months, November, December, and then that's that specific extra discount on top of the discount that leads you to have 20 to 25% off an entire purchase is usable usually towards the end of December. So are we gonna watch some true crime? Let me do this. Window capture. Let me full screen this motherfucker. Alright, so, if you couldn't tell from the description on screen and the captions on the actual video, this is a dark video. It is true crime. Where the fuck did it go? So, warning. This is your warning. I play video games too. Oh, what the hell, sir? Alright, warning time over. You have been warned. The second part of this stream is probably going to be the best part. Well, I don't want to say that, because this video I'm sure is good. It's by Explore With Us. We've watched a bunch of their videos on stream before, because they do documentary-style content, specifically focusing on true crime cases. I like how they have their videos structured. I do not like the use of red arrows and circles and other bullshittery that is mentioned. But out of everyone, like, openly available on YouTube that makes these documentaries, I like how they have their structured in terms of the mix of content from the actual case, i.e. court videos, news stuff, pictures from the actual case, text messages from the case. Obviously you have the, oh my god, my brain not working because alcohol. All of the stuff, you know? Yeah, pretty much. Crazy dog. But yeah, this is a longer one. It's an hour 42. I'm gonna try to not pause it as much. As I can. So, you know, I'm gonna try, guys. But y'all know how I get. I get angry sometimes. So, you know, I gotta pause and rant. It is like that. You guys also have to tell me if the audio is okay. And the audio will probably vary in this video, but again, I like how they do their content because... nice. What the fuck? Ooh. Oh, wait. I want to make sure you guys can hear it. Hey, Blueprints! Thank you. I appreciate it. We're watching true crime. True crime stuff. No audio? Alright, I'm fixing it right now. First and only time I rewind it for reals, hopefully. Okay, guys, tell me if you can hear it!
DeAngelo is dead, Mom. Dead.
It's shitted quality, but...
Why is my nephew and your grandchild dead? Why? I just feel like he's with me, like in spirit.
Hey, it's a soft interrogation room. We've talked about that before.
Do you think
that's what... Okay. I know I said I'm going to try not to pause a lot, but I really like this. I love that there's different types of interrogation rooms. I find it kind of interesting because it's really how detectives approach questioning a person. That really does play into it. Soft interrogation rooms also always look like that one house in your grandmother's or that one room in your grandmother's house. Like it's always got the fucking yee ass like couches and random fucking paintings or that really ancient wallpaper. It's kind of uncanny because this is in a police station, but like
during your night or sleeping,
I won't.
You got up and did anything to him?
The most dreaded type of 911 call filtered into the Clinton Township, Michigan dispatch on the morning of January 11th, 2010.
Oh, this is an older
A little boy
case.
had been found unresponsive in his family's bathtub.
Oh.
What first appeared to be an inconceivably tragic accident soon transformed into one of the most complex and confusing murder investigations. And even today, there remains questions.
Oh, shit.
What really happened behind
I'm pretty
those
sure he
closed
drowned
doors
unless there's
that
like
frigid
blunt
winter
force
morning?
trauma.
But no
I don't think that's the question.
Like,
like, that's just, this is just a normal fucking interrogation room. In fact, I actually don't like these worse or better. I don't like these ones with the metal tables. Something about the I don't like it. It's like extra cold, bro.
It just, all of a sudden...
Was Grandmama watching him?
I don't know what happened.
Who was watching the child? What? No, suck my cucking balls.
It was just
Fucking
7:30 in the
whores.
morning when police arrived at the apartment on Clinton Place. After knocking several times, a woman answered the door and silently let them in. Inside, the
That is
home
a
was
loud rug.
completely dark, save for a
The
single
rug
light coming from
matches-
the hallway
The rug matches the fucking thing on the
bathroom.
Oh my
where
god.
a tragic scene was waiting for them. Next to the bathtub, another woman was kneeling over a small
Oh
boy.
no.
He was still in his pajamas, which were
Oh,
drenched
what?
with water.
Aw, he wasn't
and he
taking
didn't
a
appear to be
bath.
breathing.
I thought he was
First
at least
responders
taking a
took
bath.
the boy into the living room and made
There's no way
every
he was
effort to
taking a
resuscitate
bath
him.
if you.
But
Oh,
when-
look at the dog. The dog is freaking out. If you think about it, though, the dog would be because not only are the humans freaking out, you also have like police and detectives coming in. That's one of those yip yip dogs. I like all dogs, but I'm not a fan. Like I personally don't think I could take care of a smaller yip yip dog. If I ever get a dog, it's gonna be a bigger dog. This is just a fact. Like Patches, he passed away a little bit ago, but he was a really old puppy. He's a really old dog. He was a beagle, and that's probably the smallest I'd go in terms of dog breeds.
unsuccessful. In one final effort, they loaded him into an ambulance and rushed him to the hospital. Officers at the scene
I don't think
noted
I could deal.
strange
Like I would be
behavior,
good with like
especially
playing
on the
around with
part
them
of
and
the
shit,
older
but
of the
actually
two
taking
women.
care of them, I don't
She
think I would do
explained
well
that
with.
she was the boy's mother.
Because
but was
to me,
unable to give
it
his
feels
full
like they
name
need
or
more
his
care
birthday.
often because like
The
they need to
younger
go to the
woman said
bathroom
she
more
was the
often.
boy's
They
aunt,
burn
but
through their
was
food
also unable to
faster. Like
provide
with the bigger
definitive
dogs, they're chiller
information.
usually.
Maybe they were both in shock. Or perhaps there was something else going on.
These photos
The
are
boy
so
was
bad.
eventually identified
I
as
love, like, these
4-year-old
somewhat
DeAngelo
crisp
Tobia
photos of
and
the
was being
fucking-
cared for by the two women that shared the apartment.
of the crime scene,
His
and then you
aunt,
have that photo.
25-year-old Tanina Borgia, and his grandmother, 60-year-old Terry Borgia. Not his mother, as she had stated.
Oh,
Terry's older daughters,
So
Vicky and
where's-
Amelia, lived in the area with their children.
okay.
Amelia and her husband Bashar frequently left their two sons in Terry's care, sometimes
Oh.
together and sometimes
Okay,
separately,
so Grandmama
which was the case
taking
on the
care of
weekend
them.
of January 9th. Amelia,
So you
trusting
had
that
Grandmama
DeAngelo was in
and
good
Auntie
hands,
in the house?
never imagined that it would be the last time she'd see her son alive.
That's gotta suck so bad.
Back at the
do
hospital,
you even
medical
process
professionals
that,
did
dude?
all they could to save the 4-year-old. But tragically,
Aw.
DeAngelo Tobia was pronounced dead just 45
I'm
minutes
very
after the
confused
initial
now because
911
when I
call.
first heard bathtub, I was like, oh, Grandmama went and like left him unattended in the bath because that happens all the time, unfortunately. Or, well, no, that's definitely an unfortunately moment. Well, it's because like older people are used to it, I guess. They're like, they'll be fine. It's just a bath. But like, it's so easy to drown and do other things in the tub that can lead to like bad circumstances.
Tanina, who had followed her nephew to the hospital,
So they're like,
was
"Oh, I just
transported
turned
to
my
the
back,
police
and then all of a
station that
sudden little
afternoon
Timmy
to
ain't
speak to
moving." It's
detectives
like,
about what happened.
But they said
Police
he was
reports
in
state that she was
his
never
bedtime
actually
outfit.
with her nephew while at the hospital.
What the fuck?
Both the police and DeAngelo's devastated family needed to make sense of what happened. The following interrogations have never been seen
Ooh.
before. They've been analyzed by a
Spicy.
qualified team.
I can't
including
even
a
make out
licensed
exactly
professional
what she's
counselor,
wearing. That's
a
how bad
licensed
this
clinical
fucking camera is.
psychologist, a licensed attorney,
Come
and a
on,
former
man.
detective,
We could do
former
better.
licensed polygraph examiner,
Oh, this is
and
2010.
former
so-
hostage negotiation commander and
I don't know,
instructor.
man.
I'm sorry for what happened. I'm sorry for your loss.
No,
It
but
is
it's-
horrible. It's just horrible.
I'm just trying not to like break down, and I was crying on the way here.
Yeah, it is so hard. Absolutely.
It's an interesting red flag that Tanina feels she has to let the detective know that she was crying on the way over. It seems like she wants to explain and excuse why
Everyone
she isn't
already
crying now
deals
in
with
front of
grief
him.
in different ways, though.
A person
so, like,
who is truly
and
emotional
shock,
and in
because
shock
that
at the
would
death of a
definitely be a
family
shock
member,
thing.
especially a child, wouldn't have to make such an obvious statement or feel the need to prove
I don't
they
know, man.
cried earlier.
I could see myself
I
saying
don't know what
something like that
happened.
because I don't want to be
That's the
seen as
thing,
like
like, I
heartless
just
or
woke
anything,
up,
but like
and
I
I
already
didn't-
cried my eyes out, dog.
All I seen was him floating in the tub. Like I didn't see anything before that.
You said he was face up
He
floating?
was face
Okay.
up. He was floating on his back, and I don't know anything.
Yo, let's go.
Prior to that.
Prior to that, I don't.
Right.
I woke up. I was tossing and turning. I didn't hear any screaming. I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
So, I mean, and I think he drowned like maybe an hour or so prior to
Prior to you.
waking up.
Okay.
So I didn't hear anything.
It's certainly noteworthy that
How would
Tanina
you
gives
know?
a
Yeah,
specific
that's
time when
very-
she thinks
that's
DeAngelo
very
drowned,
fucking specific.
begging the question, how would she know this?
Okay, you were probably fast
I
asleep
mean, I
at
was
that
fast
point.
asleep, yeah,
Okay.
but I didn't. I mean, I would have woke up if I heard him
Right.
screaming, or if I
Right.
would have heard anything.
According to the CDC, drowning is the leading cause of death for
Damn.
children ages 1 through 4. So, while unfortunate, an accidental drowning wouldn't be such a surprise to law enforcement.
So can you kind of go over what happened yesterday, starting with when
What I believe.
DeAngelo got dropped off?
Yeah,
What time did he get dropped off?
He got dropped off actually Saturday.
Okay. So he's been there a few days.
Yeah, he was there a couple days.
Well, it sounds like
but
mom and
I
dad
think
just dropped
that
him off randomly.
The floor is really wet in there. It's
Mm-hmm.
really slippery. So I think he bumped his head because there is like abrasions, but I think he like slipped and fell in there.
We'll hear more from Tanina later as she shares her fascinating insights on the case in an exclusive interview.
Oh, shit.
But for now,
Oh,
she doesn't
shit.
display a lot of shock despite this chilling revelation.
I'm opening a restaurant.
Oh, my God. Shut your fucking mouth. Oh, my Lord.
For her part, was taken into custody at the
Next
scene
true crime
and
stream, I'm
brought in for
downloading
questioning
videos.
earlier in the day.
Okay, my name is Detective Lieutenant Mark Rubinski. Obviously, I work for the police department. And I'm here to talk to you about what happened overnight and early this morning with your grandson, okay? If you could do me a favor, could you sign over there saying that you acknowledge all these rights? And do you understand all those?
Yes.
Okay. If you understand all those, are you willing to waive your rights and talk to me today?
I think I'd rather have a lawyer.
Okay.
I mean, I think that would be the best thing.
Okay. And you don't have to say anything. That's up to you.
I think I would rather have a lawyer.
Okay. That's not a problem.
Yo, Grandmama's smart?
Not a problem at all. I just wanted to
What
afford you
the
the
hell?
opportunity to let me know what happened.
I kind of
But that's
forgot,
like I
if
said,
I'm
if
be
you want a lawyer,
honest.
that's fine.
The last
I mean,
couple
I'm
days
not
have
a
been kind of
lawyer.
rough for me, dude.
The other, can't afford a lawyer.
No, I understand you want to be appointed one. I understand. Okay, not a problem. Thank you very much. Come back with me over here.
Despite sounding a bit out of it or shaken by the situation, Terry requests a lawyer, which means she won't be answering any questions. Her initial request of, "I think I'd rather have a lawyer," is not technically unequivocal. In some cases, this statement might be construed as not being a strict invocation of the right to
What the
counsel.
fuck?
However, in this case,
She literally
the detective treats
confirmed
the
it
words as an
again.
exercise of the right and ceases questioning. She almost undoes herself when she says, "not a lawyer," but she immediately clarifies that she means simply that she cannot afford one and wants appointed counsel. Still, while she's at the station, the officer informs her that a forensic nurse will be taking samples of her hair and fingernails, and he tells her he has a warrant for this collection and one for her house.
Should I do it at my house?
Yes, at your house. On Clinton Place?
They're going to do a search.
We already did. And I'll bring you that too.
Was there anything wrong or anything?
Well, we're just there to try to figure out what happened, so we have to collect evidence, maybe some of the stuff in the bathroom and other
I
things
was
like
gonna
that.
say, even if it was an
Try to figure
accidental
out what
death, they
happened.
still have to treat it like
When
a
a
crime scene
suspect
because it
invokes
is.
the
I
right
mean,
to
someone
counsel,
lost their
this
life.
doesn't mean police may no longer talk to them. Police interrogation must cease until an attorney is present and the suspect wants to answer questions, or until the suspect freely waives the right to counsel. It's noteworthy that the detective doesn't ask her any questions, which would not be allowed, and instead only provides information. As previously mentioned, first responders were immediately alerted to the strange behavior they encountered in the apartment. But the unusualness of the situation actually started when Tanina first made her 911 call. Tanina first called 911 at 7:15 a.m.
Hey, my nephew just drowned in the bathtub. Can you send somebody over?
Oh my God.
What was that?
What did you just say?
My nephew just drowned in the bathtub.
What do you mean he drowned?
He drowned.
He's dead?
Yeah, I think he's dead. I don't know
Do
if somebody
people
can
not
resuscitate
realize
him.
How old is he?
that shit
Oh my
is
God,
usually recorded?
He's only 3 years old.
Did you get him out of there?
No, I don't know what to do.
Okay, get him out of
Oh
the
my God.
get him out of the tub.
Okay,
Don't hang up.
I'm not. Get him out.
Get him out of the
Oh
tub.
my God, oh my God.
Turn him over. Try to get the water up.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right, can you get him on his side?
Yeah.
Is he breathing at all?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
try to
Like,
tap
she
on his
sounds
back, get
worried
the
now,
water
but the
up.
first, that first, like, couple sentences of that
Alright,
call
you know
was
how to do
very
CPR?
fucking chilling. Oh my god.
Like,
And
how old
yes,
are you?
shock is a thing, but like,
Alright,
oh
tilt his
my
head back a
god.
little bit. Okay. Put your face over his whole mouth. Okay. And just give a breathe into his mouth, okay? See if anything happens. See if his chest rises or anything like that.
No, I think he's gone.
Keep trying. How long was he in there?
I don't know, for a while.
Well, a while, like in 5 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour?
I don't know, like an hour. His lips are so blue.
His blue?
Yeah.
Alright, alright. You know how to, where his heart is in the middle of his chest?
Yeah.
Alright, take your 2 hands and just a little bit above it and just push on his chest. And
Why was he
much as
sitting
you
there
can.
for like an hour? She
Do
gives
about-
the
do about
time
10
frame of an
times,
hour
and do them
multiple
again.
times.
I need you to stay
Why
calm.
the fuck?
Stay calm.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Did they not know what to
There's two
do?
people
Like,
there?
that's still some
I want two
bullshit.
people.
I
One-
mean, like,
one to do
did
the chest
someone
compressions
snap,
and the other
something
one to breathe
happen, and
for
they
him.
didn't know what they were doing after?
Can you breathe in his mouth? Breathe in his mouth. No, breathe in his mouth. I'm sorry.
She doesn't. Grandmama in the background doesn't even sound
But you need to
concerned.
breathe for him till we get there. Where's your
What the
mom
fuck was that?
Here.
at? Is she doing anything?
No.
Okay. How's he doing?
He feels warm.
He's warm? Okay, that's a good sign. What's going on?
He drowned.
Are the medical there?
I don't know, I just woke up this
Oh, well.
morning.
Is there an ambulance?
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, no, good job. You did good.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
When paramedics arrived at the house,
Like, parts
Tanina
of that
was
she
still
sounded
on the phone with
upset, but that I
dispatch.
can't get over the
Terry
first
didn't
couple
open
lines
the
where
door
there was
or
like
turn
no
on a light
panic. It
before
was
being
just
prompted to do so, and first responders felt it was a bit strange that Terry hadn't seemed prepared for their arrival. It was also noted that neither Terry nor Tanina appeared to have wet clothing, even though they had removed DeAngelo from the bathtub.
So can I go back?
I don't
That's
know.
really
What time
weird.
did you go to bed?
What the fuck?
I went to bed at 10:30.
Okay. And where
Ew.
was
Okay, that
your mom
wallpaper is
and
disgusting.
D'Angelo
I'm
at
not a
that point?
fan. That would keep
They
me
were sleeping on
awake.
the couch.
That would keep me
Okay.
awake at night, bro.
Yeah, were they just sleeping? Were they watching TV?
They were just watching TV.
Okay.
Tanina's first answer follows a long
What time did you go to bed?
I went to bed at 10:30.
indicating that she needs a bit of time to think of her answer. Note in about 30 seconds when she
I pause a
pauses
lot,
again.
and I don't need
And
to
where
think
was
about that.
your mom and D'Angelo at that
I
point?
mean, that's true as well. I think part of the
they were
problem,
sleeping on the
well,
couch.
no, because the
This
idea,
wouldn't be
okay,
as
so the thought
significant,
process
except that with her
was she
second
pulled the
answer,
kid out of the tub
Tanina
after,
interrupts the
or
detective
while
to
she was
say
on
they
the
were
call
watching
with
TV.
911, and if
Yeah,
she
were
did
just
that
sleeping?
when
Were they
911
watching
arrived,
TV?
They were
Were
just watching
or
TV.
when the ambulance
This is
arrived,
generally a red
Amber
flag
Lamps,
behavior, and
then there
detectives
would
are
be
going
wet
to want to know
clothing.
why she
So that
feels
is
pressure
sussy.
to
Plus,
get that
the
out.
fact that she's giving
While
out
Terry
such an
is being
exact
held,
time
her
for his time
oldest
of
daughter
death,
Vicky, Tanina's sister,
like
comes
almost
to
out
visit
the
her.
gate, is just kind of weird
Their
too.
other sister,
Especially
Amelia,
if
is
she was
D'Angelo's
asleep.
mother. Vicky not only tries to assist her mother while she's in jail, but also attempts to get some information from her about what really happened.
Hi, Mom. I love you. Something funny. Yeah, I love you. Mom, okay, listen. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Okay, what happened, Mom? I'm going to get you a lawyer. I don't understand. You don't understand what happened? I just don't understand.
How the fuck, woman?
Are you okay?
How do you not understand? What are you?
It's terrible. You didn't do it. I don't know what happened.
Don't say nothing.
Okay. I don't understand anything.
I don't like the mom's tone of voice too. I know you're dealing with your own mother, but like that was your
I love
that
him.
was your
He's like Toy Story.
son.
A little Toy Story, and he's so gentle. I don't know. He just looks like a little doll.
Her room is a room of nightmare fuel. Every time they go over Tanina's room, I just want to be like, oh, oh.
So confused. Okay, I know you're.
There's so many questionable choices going on.
I'm really confused on everything. I'm just worrying so much about so many things. And I just think it took a toll on me. I called you. I said, Vicky, I said, I'm not doing so good right now. And you turned around and you said, oh, I know. I didn't. And I go, I know, but I'm trying to tell you, I'm having a hard time.
Is she really blaming the mother for the fact that the son's dead?
Everything.
What the fuck?
What
That
happened?
is some
And
stupid
there's just
shit.
so many bills and everything. It's overwhelming. Okay, what does that have to do with DeAngelo? I don't know. Okay, what happened with DeAngelo? Does Tonina know what happened? No. No? You just woke up this morning? What did you tell the police? I don't know.
So that was the last time you really
What the
saw
fuck?
them, and then you went to bed. Did you hear any
Yeah,
noises?
this is all
throughout
kinds
the
of
night?
suspect.
I
God
didn't hear
damn.
any noises in the morning.
Okay. So,
I didn't hear anything at all.
okay. So you woke up at...
Here's what I have to say though.
What time?
Like, devil's
I woke up
advocate, this situation, at least the last thing that she said, the whole like bringing up that she's brought up a bunch of times she didn't hear anything. If I was in a situation where I was asleep and one of my younger siblings and or family members ended up drowned, that would probably be the thing that gets me the most, would be if I don't wake up not hearing anything. I am a heavy sleeper, so I probably wouldn't I probably wouldn't hear anything for real, but I feel like my brain would always kind of come back to that. It's like, why didn't I wake up? I couldn't hear like, how did I not hear that? Because, like, you're thinking about, like, drowning a person, that usually, it doesn't sound like a quiet activity.
I woke up at 7
Okay.
this morning, 7 o'clock, yeah.
Okay, and what happened then?
I'm usually a heavy sleeper. I have my
walked
moments
into
where
the
it's later,
bathroom
but
and he was floating
especially
on
because
top,
I can't get to sleep at night,
and he was just
especially
floating
very
on the
recently.
water.
I am out.
He had his pants on, so...
I think part of it is because everyone in my house is so fucking loud, so
You have a bathroom
I get
in your
used to
bedroom
it.
in there, so why would you get up and go in the other bathroom? Did somebody say
Multiple
something to you?
I'm
Direct you to
jealous.
do that?
My mom
God damn.
was, Tonina, are you up? And I'm like, yeah, I'm up. And I walked out of my bathroom and I
Okay.
just walked down the hall. And
Where was your mom at this point?
she was just pacing back and forth, like she really didn't know what she was doing.
Pacing where? In the living room, the kitchen, the hallway, her bedroom?
She was pacing in the kitchen.
Okay. And she didn't say, hey, DeAngelo is in the bathtub, call 911?
No, she did. She told me. She told me to call 911.
Why would she do that?
Maybe she was in shock. Or
Okay.
just,
And where was she at when she told you this? In the kitchen still?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's in the kitchen kind of
Like,
pacing back
it
and
looks
forth,
like,
kinda-
I don't
maybe
know.
she didn't. Yeah, like she didn't know what she was doing.
Okay.
I think she was in a state of.
That's still
How had she
so
been acting
weird, because
recently?
I'd like to think even in a shock situation,
been
if I
acting a
saw
little
something like that, I
different.
would panic and I
She
would
went
call
through a huge
911.
depression after my dad died.
When did he pass away?
He passed away 5 years ago.
Okay.
But I think it's finally sunk in, and
Okay.
Well, that sucks. What the fuck is this bullshit? No.
Showing some signs of anxiety, such as
Suck
itching
my
her nose
balls.
and rubbing the back of her neck.
She could just
it's
be an
also
anxious
odd that she's
person.
kept so many layers of clothing on.
That is also
She's
a thing
dressed
for me,
winter,
so...
but the officer doesn't seem to be as bundled.
That's a...
Anxiety
the fucking officer is wearing a fucking sweater. You don't know what's underneath that, number one. So he's at least wearing... He's probably at least wearing 2 layers, if not more. And everyone runs different temperatures on top of anxiety being a factor there. When I'm not at my house, which most of the time when I'm at my house, I'm bundled up. Like, that's just a fucking fact.
Pull the blood
That-
away from
my
your
comfy
extremities,
zone is
so it
being
can make you
covered
feel
in
quite
layers
cold,
of clothing.
which might explain why she feels the need to be bundled up.
I think it's been really hard for her to pay for everything and do everything. I think the bills have loaded up on her.
Okay.
And, you know, she's been under a lot of stress. She's a very good woman. Very wonderful mom.
Mhm.
I mean,
How'd
She
she get
just
along with you? and
happened
with your
to
sisters and-
accident-
she gets along
Accidentally
with everybody.
drown
She worries about
a
everybody. She calls
3-year-old.
us every minute. Like, you know,
Okay.
she's just an,
What the fuck?
regular, normal mother.
Gotcha.
For me, like I said, it's just a
Gotcha.
comfort thing.
Tanina
I
abruptly
don't know.
shifts from
And
attempting
same with
to
like
make
blankets
character
and stuff.
references
Normally,
for
if
her
I'm
mother
just
by saying she's
if
a
I'm at
good
home and
woman
I'm
and
chilling,
mom
I'm
to a
covered in
regular,
multiple
normal
blankets.
mother. This change brings up some questions about what Tanina really thinks
Although
about
that's
her
a good
mom.
point to bring up too.
Her
The
rapid verbal
the
slippage
house
seems
that I
to
grew up in
indicate
and
that
I
she
still
quickly
currently live in
realizes
runs
that
cold
saying Terry is
because
a
it's
great
an
woman
old-ass
and
house,
mom
so
would
that
be
might play
found
into
as
it
a
as well.
lie, or at the very
And being
least,
anemic,
something
I
that
don't.
could be challenged.
My
So she
circulation
has to
sucks, so I
downplay it
run cold.
quickly in the same breath. If she did it over a period of time, it might seem more normal, but this is in the same sentence.
And does your mom normally give DeAngelo baths? And if so, what time does he normally give them to him?
She normally gives him a bath.
Is it normally at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning? Which would have been the time frame. If you woke up at 7 for an hour, you look
Yeah,
at 5,
maybe.
6 in the a.m.
Maybe he woke up and maybe he turned the bath on himself.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe he slipped and fell. I mean, I don't know. I'm
Right,
just
once
saying, like,
again, okay.
once again, like,
Yeah.
Tanina's maybe here has a significant upward inflection. This seems to indicate her uncertainty. She might truly not know the answer, or she's searching for an explanation. The officer isn't doing a great job with his questions so far, because he's asking
Damn,
multiple things
okay.
at once and not letting her answer
Yeah, that is
before
kind of
moving
funky.
forward. He should ask one question at a time and leave them more open-ended. Tanina
Nice,
seems to be
zombie.
throwing out a lot of options here. This is similar to what we see when guilty individuals throw out a lot of alternatives
No,
for
well,
detectives to
no.
look at.
Here's where
to
I
keep
also have
them
to say,
searching in
again,
different
if
areas
devil's
and looking
advocate,
at
she was
people
asleep, I could
besides
see my brain doing
themselves.
the same thing, because you're just trying to
Anything
think
to
of
take the
any
focus off
option.
of what actually happened.
Especially
As
since
well,
you don't want to
typically, we
think
would
that,
expect
you
to see
know,
Tanina be
someone
horrified and
that
demanding
you cared
answers to
for in
explain
your
what
family
happened
was
to her
murdered
nephew.
by someone else that's close in the
I
family.
don't know
Like,
what
that's
happened
fucked up.
because I didn't hear her and I didn't hear
Right.
him. And all I did was wake up and see him floating
Okay.
on top of everything. And, like,
Perhaps Tanina is being truthful here. Of course, one also has to consider that she might have been awoken by sounds of screaming and thrashing coming from the bathroom, and arose to see what was happening.
the floors are really slippery in there. So I
Mhm.
don't know if he might have just slipped and hurt himself. I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I was just in a
Okay.
safe shop.
I think
and
the
tried to get
biggest
him out of the
red
tub
flag
and
in this entire
resuscitate him.
situation to me is the fact that 911 wasn't called earlier. Like, because the time frame that we're getting is the kid died around an hour before anyone was alerted. That and just the overall tone of the call is just weird to me. Like, I could buy that a child slipped and fell, because again, especially with older relatives, unfortunately, you see it a lot involving bathtubs where kids end up drowned or drowning either themselves because they slip and fall, or like some situation akin to that. But the fact that she didn't even like try to pull him out of the tub, call 911 anytime sooner is just, there's no reason in my mind for not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that's how you respond to an emergency.
Absolutely.
In actuality, Tanina had to be told by dispatch to take DeAngelo out of the tub.
And
What
Which
was your
again,
mom
on
doing
her
at
end,
this time when you did
that I
CPR?
could see being a shock thing. Like, I don't
think
want
she
to.
was just watching me, and she was kind of pacing still. I think she was just in disbelief. I think she was just in another world. Like, she didn't know what happened or what
Do you
went
remember
on.
asking her to help you with CPR?
Yeah.
That's
remember what her
weird
response
too.
was
That
to
could
that?
be.
I don't think she could do it.
Okay.
I think she was just, it was something tragic, you know, like
Mhm.
she just couldn't bear to do it. Sometimes people aren't.
Sure.
Which again,
strong
I
enough,
could
you know what I
even
mean?
fucking,
Like,
I could even
holy shit, I
buy
don't even
that
know
if
how I could
911 was
even
called
get down
sooner.
and-
You did.
You
It's
know,
just
You
to
managed
me
to do
that's
it.
the
I managed
biggest
You did
like
very well, but I listened to the
massive
tape.
red flag.
Really?
Yeah, I listened to the 911 tape.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It seems strange that Tanina would be apparently flattered by the detective's compliment that she did a good job administering CPR. Despite the alleged attempt to save DeAngelo's life, the little boy passed away. Yet she is happy to have received the praise.
That didn't seem like actual genuine.
For somebody who
that
didn't
just
know
seemed like
really
a
CPR,
response.
the way
Jesus
you listened
Christ.
to the dispatch and what you did, sounded like you did everything you possibly could.
I tried so hard.
Yeah.
Iwu was able to obtain an exclusive interview with Tanina Borgia.
Yo.
13 years later, Tanina's recollection of that morning looks a bit different, as does other changes and discrepancies.
That's a time thing though. Like, they've actually done studies and shit. I'm snoozing at that. They've actually done studies and shit, and like, you could have an amazing memory and you're still going to lose details and things are going to change and morph, because unfortunately that's how our brains perceive, process, and store things. The human brain is very fucking faulty, especially when it comes to memories, which sucks, because honestly you want to like hold on to memories and you want them to be the closest thing to what actually happened, but over time, and especially over decades, that shit fades and twists and changes.
Discrepancies in her story,
So,
which
like,
will come
I
up
don't
later.
know if that.
We're using stills from our call with her because her internet connection was too unstable.
When I
Oh,
woke
I
up,
feel
my
that.
mom
had knocked on my door. It was 3 a.m. in the morning.
I woke up at 7.
And it's interesting because Eminem has a song. 3 a.m. in the morning, put my key in the door, bodies laying all over the floor. I don't remember how they got there, but I must have killed them. And I think it's a really interesting song because that happened to me at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think he drowned like maybe an hour or so prior to waking up.
I don't know how that happened. I tried my hardest. I've never given CPR before. And they said I was ordering a pizza. And no, I was not ordering a pizza. And I did not find that funny. I did not find any of their comments funny.
You also don't know if she's had
it
any
was a really
substance
big
abuse
struggle.
or
I
what her
had
mental
to
health
get
issues, and
water
that
out
also
of his
plays into
lungs,
your.
and I had to breathe into his
That
mouth,
also plays into
and I
how
had to
your
make sure, you know, to
brain
tip him
holds
over to me. And I did this for 15
information.
minutes.
Remember Tanina's comment about the Eminem song. We'll come back to that in a bit.
Yeah.
But
why didn't Mom let the firemen in? Why did they have to bang on the door?
I don't know. Maybe the door was locked.
It was locked.
Yeah, maybe it was locked. But
why did it take her a while to answer? Because you couldn't do anything. You were busy doing CPR. Why didn't she answer the door?
I think she was just pacing. I think in her mind she has racing thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Many
I don't know.
she
It's
just
super
has racing
sussy.
thoughts.
I think it's.
But the paramedics, I don't know if they were high, if they were on drugs, or what they were doing, because they went the wrong way. Why would you go the wrong way when you're directly across the street from me? But they went in the back entrance. And it took them 15 minutes to realize there's a front entrance.
Once again, it's difficult not to notice the difference in Tanina's accounts.
Just thoughts that keep on polluting her mind and convoluting it. And I think that she just doesn't know what's going on.
Has she ever said kind of strange things to you, like hearing voices or somebody telling them to her to do something, or
I love how fucking this channel is just like, this fucking detective sucks ass not doing the correct thing.
That's
that what
some of the
explains it?
advisement stuff.
I kind of love that there's an
but-
office chair and then a really uncomfortable chair.
I mean, like, she does have strange
just sitting
behavior. She
in the
cannot clean a
background, too.
house. She can't function to do daily things.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing where like she's ever acted violently or hit anybody or hurt
Gotcha.
anybody. Things happen.
I'm really
you know,
curious
everything
to
can
see if
happen,
the
you know,
actual
especially-
grandmother said anything.
This mistake
Oh
is
my
cost-
god, suck my balls, dude. No.
There's an interesting pause here, like she was going to say something, but then repeats the idea that he slipped and fell. She seems stuck on that idea, and maybe even be pushing for it to be believed.
Somebody could slip and fall. You know what I mean? Like it
Sure, it's
could happen.
possible.
You know, it is possible too. And like she isn't in the right state of mind either.
Or would have gotten himself right up out of the bathroom.
Right, he would have gotten himself right up. So
Because he was a normal 4-year-old child, right?
Right.
Oh, 4. I think I said 3
No, he was not
earlier, but I
special. He was
could have
right on
sworn.
top of everything. He
Gotcha.
was very bright, very smart. I mean, could put my earphones together.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
snap it out and like, whoa, you need to be a mechanic. You
Right.
know?
Oh, yeah.
But very bright man,
Okay.
little man, and everything is gonna be good. Like I mean, like in terms of, I'm just trying to keep it together
No, I know it's hard.
in my life.
It's very hard.
I'm just.
You're gonna have a hard time because now you're gonna
Yeah.
go back to an empty apartment. And
Yeah, it's really hard right
it's
now.
hard. If you have a friend or something that maybe can stay with you, or just
Yeah.
family. I know
definitely.
you've got an older
Family,
sister, or
yeah.
a couple of them. So
Yeah.
gotcha. Can you think of anything else that I'm missing? Because once again, we don't know really what happened either, and I know you kind of slept through most of it.
Tanina does a lip compression here, and this is a particularly odd spot to have a negative reaction. It could potentially indicate that there's
Shut
something
the
the detective
fuck
is
up.
missing,
Hey, an ad's
and she
coming up,
may
and
have
I'm
an
not
idea
snoozing
about
it.
what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. I don't know what happened. I didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
But we'll find out more tomorrow because the medical examiner's going to take a look. But
Okay.
She will finally take off her gloves shortly after this point. This would be a good opportunity for the detective to get a closer look at her hands and see if there are any signs of injuries that could have resulted from a struggle. If he was afraid that asking to see her hands might have revealed his suspicion toward her, he could have said something like, "I like your nails," or "I like your ring." Tanina would have likely enjoyed the attention and shown him her nails or ring. However, he won't take advantage of this opportunity.
Isn't it a felony or something?
Damn,
You
okay,
haven't
so this
been charged of anything.
detective's
You didn't do anything.
dumb.
I mean, where's everything gonna go? Okay, well that's not gonna happen. Is that what you want to happen? I mean, what do you want to do, Mom? I want to come home. Okay, I want you to come home too. I want to come home. I just go on. I I want none of this to happen.
In between their discussions about Terry's finances, finding an attorney, and what to do with the apartment, Terry gives little glimpses into the morning DeAngelo died.
And you're going to face prison charges. So you better figure out what's going on. What happened? I want to go home, Vicky. Mom, DeAngelo is dead. DeAngelo is dead, Mom. Dead. Why? Why is my nephew and your grandchild dead? Why?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that
He's
was the
dead,
mom, but that's the aunt.
It sounds like Vicky may be trying to shock her mom into saying something, but Terry seems markedly unwell mentally. She sounds confused and lost, which could be a trauma response or some significant mental health issue.
Or a
Went to
little
the
bit of
hospital
both.
and
We
looked at
did.
DeAngelo
It
dead
was
today.
mentioned, granted by the other person
Dead.
involved, but
Why?
it was mentioned that she suffered
God.
from like
Oh,
severe
Amy,
depression
I'm
because
so
of the loss of her
upset.
husband. So
She
like
must be just crying.
that can also cause
Crying
other
is the baby
issues if
that's
she had
like taking care of the
pre-existing
bus.
mental
What
stuff
happened?
going
Was
on.
Tony not involved with
So
that? No, not at all. He just woke up in the morning and he just happened to just fall into the bathtub. He drowned it in the bathtub? He did drown in the bathtub. In a 1/4 inch of water. DeAngelo drowned it in a 1/4 inch of water. The kid can swim across an ocean, but he drowned it in a 1/4 inch of water. How? I don't know. Did he hit his head? I don't know. I don't know what happened. He hit his head? I don't know, Vicky. I don't have any idea.
There's
it's
a
so
clear
fucking
discrepancy.
weird.
Was there a 1/4 inch of water, or was there enough water that he was
Yeah, that
floating
is
in
kind
it?
of funky.
According to crime scene photos, the truth seems to be that there was just enough water that DeAngelo could have been found floating.
And you woke up to him like that? I'm out of my mind. I can't even cry. I can't scream. I can't sleep. I can't walk. I can't eat. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't stay here anymore. I don't. It's the worst place in the world. I was here for a week. Trust me. I know. I don't want you in here. You're my mother. You're Terry Borgia. Oh my God. What are you doing? I don't know. They're so terrible here. They're so mean and so terrible and everything. It's just awful in here. Oh my God. Oh my God.
She needs. Oh my God. She needs a fucking. She needs multiple therapists and possible medications.
He says you're the nicest lady in the world and you wouldn't hurt a fly. That's what he told me. Thank God there was Haiti going on, the earthquake of Haiti, because there's nothing in there about you. Thank God there was Haiti going on.
This is a particularly troubling comment. It shows how focused they are on themselves.
Yeah,
While what
that's
has
so
happened
weird
is
as
horrible,
hell.
It's hard to imagine not feeling any
damn.
empathy for those in Haiti just because it's keeping your family out of the front pages.
What the hell is Amy?
I was gonna say, I want to know how Amy's dealing, because at first I thought Vicky was Amy, and that was throwing me off a lot. I'm like, how the
You know,
fuck?
Mom, let's just not talk about Amy, okay? Please. I'd rather not talk about Amy, okay? Just, Amy's not mad. Amy's not upset. Amy is just coping, okay? Okay.
She's got that copium.
So,
Dude, I would love to know what her actual response was. Like, if she cut herself off from that part of the family, or if she, like, forgave her mom. That's such a hard thing to forgive, especially if this is going to end and it's not going to be, like, 100% certain who did
Panina
what and
also
how it
echoes
happened,
this
which I have a
sentiment,
feeling that's how this
gushing
is
about
gonna
what
go.
a wonderful mother Terry was.
And if you want to know about my mom was awesome. She was the coolest mom ever. Like on Valentine's Day, she would cut my peanut butter and jelly into a heart. You know, she was that kind of a mom. And she just would always do silly things to make her laugh. Like she would purposefully like mess up my clothes, like put smiley faces on my butt. So I would come home and tell her this funny story about these kids making fun of me because she just loved to laugh. And she was a total comedian and she was everything.
So she
was
liked
a
you getting
lawyer and an
low-key
accountant.
bullied at school.
She did everything
That's
for
nice.
our household. And she was such an
Because I feel like after a certain age,
and
that
she was
doesn't
an
play
amazing
off the
woman.
same. It's like
And
there's
it's
the.
sad it went down that
She has
that's
weird
the kind of
pants,
person
dog.
people think she is. But
Her
people
mom
think
did that
of me
to her.
When Tanina returned to speak with investigators for a second time just a few days after the tragic incident, some intriguing new information presented itself during the course of the interview.
I want to ask you some questions because your interview the
Hey,
other day was quick
thank
and you know you were rattled, which you still are.
Hey,
today,
it's a
but
soft
maybe we can get some more
interrogation room.
information. It seems to be a secret with some of your family members about your mom being on some depression medications or anything like that. Am I accurate with that? Some people seem not to know.
Here's what I have to say. Respectfully, it's nobody else's business unless they live in the same house as you to know what your possible medications are.
Nina
Like,
doesn't
I
know.
am a big advocate of, like, do what you think is best for you. If that means that you want to go medication free and it actually is good with, like, therapy and other things, go for it. If, you know, this medication is severely helping you in, you know, along with therapy and other things, then go for it. I don't think there's a wrong answer there, because I think everyone's brain's different, everyone copes different, everyone has different lifestyles. But, like, it's no one's fucking... I would only tell my direct family members for certain types of medications. No one else in the house, or no one else needs to know in my life. Like, no one needs to know. My coworkers don't need to. No one needs to know. My extended family, they do not need to know.
Other lip compression movement, which we've seen her do earlier.
Because I feel like
She
that kind of
doesn't
stuff
appear to like
your
that he's
direct
bringing this
roommate
up.
should know about, because it could affect things in your household or in your living situation. But
It just things. I mean, if you're still so stressed and you have
like, if
these
I started
problems,
taking
why
antidepressants or
didn't you
anti-anxiety
go
meds,
back
I
to
would
where
definitely
you
let my
were
family members
before
know. I wouldn't,
and
you
have
know,
them help
walk
you?
to my grandfather's house and
And
be like,
you
oh
do
yeah,
that
I'm taking
with
this. Like,
counselors
it's
and
not
with
really his
people.
business.
This isn't counselors or people. This is jail. This ain't a great place. No, I know. This is terrible. And you're in the mental jacket. Come on, yeah, no. They put me in the mental jacket. I don't want to live anymore.
Terry has a history of mental health issues that
that's not
seemed to
good.
develop around the time that she lost her husband of 32 years in 2005.
Which, I mean, the death of a
She
loved
was
one
diagnosed with
can
depression.
trigger things.
She was also hospitalized briefly in 2009, just 1 year before DeAngelo's death.
Jeez.
Major depression can manifest itself in a variety of ways.
Yep,
Most
yep, yep.
surprising to many is the homicidal ideations and impulsivity that can present in individuals with depression. However, it's also incredibly rare
I
for
know,
someone
right?
with depression to kill, and the rates of women with
I
depression
know.
who kill are
That,
only 0.5
yeah, the
to
actual, like,
1%
numbers are
as
weird
well.
for that.
Possibly killing her grandson likely indicates severe mental illness. And it's very unlikely that such severe mental illness could develop due to bereavement alone. It's likely that Terry had long-standing mental illness that was exacerbated by a major...
Like, I literally just said that the death of her husband was probably a trigger for other mental things that were already happening that maybe she didn't fully know about, or, you know, she didn't think about or talk about, especially with, like, older people, because it was such a thing back then. Like, it was like, oh, you're just sad, or you're just whatever. You cope, you deal, you live your life, you do whatever. You don't actually usually address those things 110% of the way. But, like, starting like half a generation ago, it's been more of a thing to, like, actually talk about these things and try to recognize these things and, like, seek help for these kinds of things.
Her life stressor, such as the death of her husband 5 years prior. Despite all of this, her two oldest daughters, Vicky and Amelia, still trusted their mother with their children.
Some people seem to be doing some weird, like, my sister doesn't want me to be a part of my sister's funeral.
You mean your mom's funeral?
No, my nephew's funeral.
Or I'm sorry, your nephew's
No,
funeral.
that's okay. I mean, no, she doesn't want me to be a part of his funeral. She doesn't want me to come.
What?
Why wouldn't you want me to come to his funeral?
Normally, we point out
Well,
declarative statements.
Because she was there when the child died. That I feel like is way more understandable. Like, yes, it sucks, especially if you were an active part of his life, but I think that just reflects in how the parents are feeling. Like, I feel like the parents have a right to be like, yeah, this particular aunt and grandma are not invited because they're the reasons why he's not here anymore. Like, come on now. How do you act
It's made with palms up and the contradiction in that movement.
Like, it's ridiculous to
Nina's
even
got her
think,
palms
like,
down,
huh?
as if making a statement. But she's asking a question. This isn't the typical mismatch we encounter, and indicates that perhaps she actually does know why her sister doesn't want her there.
Fucking anyone would. What are you talking about? I could present this query to, like, a fucking 8-year-old child and they'd understand.
It seems like something got plotted. It seems like somebody was, like, doing something. It just seems weird that she doesn't want me to answer the phone to anybody. She doesn't want me to answer the door. She's taking care of everything. She's filling my sister with thoughts.
Who is?
My sister Vicky. She's filling my sister Amy's head with thoughts that I'm involved into everything.
Well, siblings fucking gossip and shit. And I think at that point she's also concerned for just like
Poor Amy.
for everyone
Oh my God,
involved. Wouldn't you
Amy.
want to
It's the worst
protect
thing.
Amy and
Amy, her little voice and her face. And he looks like Bashar. He looks like Bashar so much. This is a nightmare, Mom. No, this is a nightmare.
And the thing is, it's already hard for me. It's already confusing for me. I woke up to a little boy in a bathtub.
Tanina doesn't refer to her nephew by name, but rather as a little boy.
I woke up, I gave him CPR. I don't know what happened. My sister's screaming at me. My sister Amy is screaming at me. Like,
But again, I feel like that's still kind of valid from Amy. Ultimately, they all need so much counseling. It's not even funny for like not only what just happened, but like obviously prior things in their life that have occurred. But like for her to act like this is totally invalid for her sister to be angry at her and not want her to like come to his funeral, I just like, huh? You what? I would be scared if she's truly innocent, right? And she woke up to that little boy in the tub and she pulled him out and she did CPR and she called 911, no matter how sus that 911 call sounds. Devil's advocate, if what she's saying is true, right? It would be a shitty position to be in because obviously you had nothing to do with it. It's like the worst example of like or one of the worst examples of like wrong place, wrong time. But if I was in that position, I would know. It would kind of eat at me a little bit because it would be like if I woke up and if I caught something or if I could have stopped something or like I don't think I would be mad at my sibling for snapping at me or for not wanting me to be a part of things or yelling at me or whatever else. If anything, I would think I would fall into some type of depression because that just sucks.
for somebody to be telling her things, first of all, my sister is not an investigator. Okay? She doesn't need to be telling anybody anything.
Despite what Tanina has just stated, it's only natural that her sister would be asking questions
No
as a
shit.
result of the horrific incident.
I feel like Amy
Tanina
herself
should
should be
asking
at her
questions
door
as
asking
well.
questions.
She doesn't even need to be involved into it. I just feel like I'm in endangerment. Like, I just feel like I don't want to be around her. I think she's just playing secret, mind, weird games. I don't like that.
Tanina makes a pushing away gesture here, which matches up with her words. She's trying to distance herself verbally and non-verbally from her sister's behavior.
And I'm sure her
Well,
sister might have been stirring the pot, but like
First of
quite
all, you have to
honestly,
understand everybody's going to act
everyone
a lot
is
differently
probably
right now
questioning
than
her
they would
because she was
3 days
there.
ago.
She made the weird call.
Right,
Her
but why
clothes
wouldn't
weren't
you
wet.
need
Like
to
there's so
come to
many
the funeral?
questions.
Well, there's
Because there's a
probably,
possibility that you played a
if you
role
want
in
to
his
look at it from
death.
my point of view,
Mhm.
not even from a cop's point of view,
Right.
they're probably wondering
Mhm.
how a little boy could get drowned.
Mhm.
Probably struggled,
Mhm.
and you didn't hear anything, because I'm sure there had to have been some noise or a racket. And they're probably wondering about that. That's what I would think if I was them.
I swear, I woke up to.
And you
And
can
I
swear all
didn't
you
hear a
want, and that
racket.
very well might
Well,
be the case.
I
But
want to
like,
start right
I
from
feel like it's
when
valid
he
for the
came to
parents to be like,
house
we don't want you here.
until we're sitting here today.
Okay.
We'll take our time.
Mhm.
Is that coffee okay?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
All right. When did DeAngelo come to your house?
Was he found on Sunday or Monday?
Monday.
Monday. He came Saturday.
Is that a normal routine to come on that day, or did he just show up?
Usually they just show up. Sometimes it's DeAngelo. Sometimes it's
Is his brother?
yes.
Okay. How old?
Redacted because of age, probably.
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely because of age.
Do they take turns coming over?
Yeah.
Do they ever come over at the same time?
That's
spend
gotta
the nights
suck
over
too.
together?
Like from a
I
sibling
feel like it was-
perspective, being
I feel like
2 and
somebody's trying
losing
to
your
think that I
older
was
sibling
sleepwalking.
of like a couple of
Tanina
years.
completely fails
I
to
feel like
answer
you're
the
old enough
detective's
for it to kind
question
of click,
and
but
changes
not
the
old enough
focus of the
for it to fully
conversation
click
to a
until
whole
you
new
mature a little
topic.
bit. And you're like, oh
The
wow,
detective
I
had to have taken
like
note
I
of
could have
this.
that was my sibling. You know what I mean? Like they could have played a huge part in my life, and like that's not a thing.
Oh, no one said that. And
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm the one investigating it now, and I don't think that.
No, I just feel like I feel like, sometimes your mind just rattles off into something
I remember
else,
shit from when I was 2.
and your mind
I
starts
don't
to
know.
just
That's
think
why I said
that,
I feel like it's a bad time because you're just old enough to like
you know what I mean? Was I
kind of know your environment and the
I?
people that you interact with a little bit on the regular basis,
don't
but
know.
not
Were
old
you?
enough that I think
This
it
exchange
would
that
click
just
into like a
occurred
few
is
more years down the
intriguing.
line, and
It
it's
seems
like,
that
oh
Tanina is
yeah,
looking to see
this
if the
person
detective
used to
would
be
be open
here.
to believing that perhaps she was sleepwalking when the incident occurred. It would have been interesting to see what her response would have been had the detective responded to her question with, "It's possible. What do you think?"
No. I woke up in my bed. But somebody's like playing mind, like I feel like it's just mind tricks. You know what I mean? Like my sister Vicky is just like asking me things that I just don't
Like what?
appreciate.
What did she ask you?
She asked me if there was scratches on me.
Well, because there's marks on your mom.
Oh
There
shit,
is?
there
I
was.
documented them yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
In this case, it's likely okay that the police are disclosing that
Oh,
Terry has
shit.
marks on her. The detective is not only letting Tanina know that they have evidence, but also testing to see her reaction.
You couldn't see them originally, but marks start to reappear as time goes on. If you get, if I hold your skin real tight right now, I might leave a red mark on your arm,
Mm-hmm.
and the bruise will come up a day or so later. You'll see the actual bruise.
I'm not sure that in the bathtub. I don't want to answer questions because I don't know really what happened. I just don't know what happened. Jen, I don't know.
Like, I don't like that she doesn't even have any type of explanation. The fact that she hasn't even been like, I can't believe it. I left him in the room alone. I went to go do something. I didn't mean to turn my back on the situation. Like, she hasn't even inferred that. She literally is just saying, I don't know, and I can't answer questions. That to me is just weird as fuck. Like, what do you mean you can't? What are you talking about? Like, what are you actually talking about? Not right this second. Okay. Thank you, though.
Let me see your arms, Mom. Why do you have bruises all over you? They asked me that today. They put all kinds of stuff on me, like I think it was like shit, like they were doing some kind of testing.
Detectives photographed bruises and abrasions on Terry's arms and hands, which they believe to be
that's
proof of the struggle between her and
very
DeAngelo.
suspect.
You know what? I'm sorry, but there's some right here.
I'm very surprised that they didn't like check her for marks because I thought it was standard, especially when a homicide's taking place. Granted, this is from 2010, so this is a little bit ago, and policies do vary from department to department when dealing with different situations, homicide included. But I thought bare bones basic what they're supposed to do is get there. Obviously, you have a recovery team, i.e., like paramedics for the boy to see if there's any chance of survival, to actually document his death, take the body to where it needs to go. You have the initial like police and detectives to actually seal off the area, take pictures, do whatever. You have more detectives to ask questions. And then I thought another thing that they usually do is document what state they're in when you first find the people involved in the situation, take pictures of their hands, of their necks, of basically whatever's visible, because there could be a chance that there's defensive wounds or other things. It sounds like they didn't even take any pictures of like her, and that's weird to me because they obviously thought that something was suspect, and they took pictures of the grandmama. So like, especially since she made the 911 call and she actually performed CPR on the child, I don't understand why they wouldn't.
Like what?
There's like little scratches. And there was like a piece of shower curtain under my bed.
That's weird. Why would you
volunteer? Shower curtain under your bed.
Why
like,
would you
It wasn't torn off, it was like cut off.
Why
this
would
interview
you
took a strange
voluntarily
turn. Not
say
only
that?
does she display some odd behavior such as mouth covering and nose rubbing after the mention of the cut shower curtain under her bed, Tanina may be trying to paint herself as a victim
I'm very
here.
confused.
This may be an attempt to try and distance herself from being viewed as a suspect. It seems like she's implying that someone was trying to frame her.
Is it still there?
What the hell?
Yeah.
We'll go back to your house, and I want to see that, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine.
Now, these marks on your leg, explain them to me.
They're just like little. Maybe I'm just freaking out. I don't know. I just feel like.
Like,
How do
especially
you
when you're dealing
feel?
with a
You woke
drowning,
up
usually
to
they'll
your
take
sister's
pictures of the person's face and their
nephew
hands and arms.
dead, and everybody
Because
thinks that
naturally
you're,
you're
part
gonna
of this.
fight
You know
if
what
you're
I
being
mean?
drowned. That's just normal.
Well,
But I'm not a part of it.
I
and
haven't
it's
had
just
anybody
like,
tell me that they think you're a part of it. I've talked to quite a few people the last couple of days. So if they're telling you something different, it's different than what I'm hearing, or else you're thinking it.
In addition to Tanina's odd interview, Vicky's jail visits with
That
her
was
mother
really
during those
weird.
first few critical days were also very interesting.
Oh shit.
It appears that Terry was preoccupied with thoughts of Tanina rather than her grandson or even her own well-being.
Oh, I have so many questions. How's Tonyana doing? She's okay, Mom. But she's also in her own will. I know. Okay. And, you know, Tonina, I'm going to tell you straight out, I don't know so much about this girl, Mom. She's really in her own world, and she's really weird. And she tried, like, knocking down my door, and she tried beating me up and everything, Mom. Why?
What the fuck?
She doesn't want nobody to be around her. She's all upset, Vicky. I know. Let her go. I am. She's just a baby. She's only 25. You have to take care of her. That's the thing. You cannot. What she do? She's home right now. There is nothing in there. Yeah, she's eating. She's fine. You're worried about that right now? You're worried about Tonina right now. No, I'm worried. I think you should worry about yourself, not Tonina eating. I don't think it matters. Right now, she's fine. She was straightening her hair today. She's perfectly fine, believe me. Where will Tonina go? I'm so worried about her. She can't, you know, if you have a home, she'll have to come stay with you if there's anything that happens, you know that.
Any way of talking to my daughter, the little one?
We don't have facilities for that right now.
That is weird. I
but
don't.
When you get transferred over
Oh,
to the
this is
Macomb
in the
County Jail,
actual.
I'll be able to make phone calls from there.
Okay.
We're
Oh,
pretty
no,
much
this
geared
isn't
to
an
house men
interrogation.
here.
Oh, okay,
That's
maybe
kind of
not.
the way it's set up, so we don't have that ability right now. Which daughter did you want to talk to? You've got a couple.
Yeah, the little one, Tonina.
That's the one that you live with, right?
Because she's trying to be a dress designer, so that's why all the clothes and things are in there. But
Yeah, we saw the mannequin with the clothes and stuff on it. It looks like she had some clothes elsewhere. Looks like she's actually pretty good at it.
she's not good at it. She's really good at it. I mean, she makes even after
She can probably do evening gowns and formal dresses. That's kind of what it looked like.
no, she.
Does she do costumes too? Like there's some kind of
that's it,
feather
yeah.
stuff and there's all kind of things.
Well, you know, I don't like all. I mean, she's turned that room into like those are the circus.
Yeah, it's the age.
You know,
It's the age.
She puts those feathers up there, the big mask, and she
Yeah.
had her mannequin. She made into.
Looks like a Mardi Gras type
Well,
thing.
yeah, she's like a skeleton and that, but she put her cards, you know, for the people.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of her.
Yeah, I would be too.
That's just.
She's
I
very
don't know.
successful and very
The
talented.
that relationship
the
dynamic
one in
seems a little
school?
funky for us too. Aye. Where's your cornbread, fool?
In it, fool.
Oh, what? You ruined the cornbread.
It's harder than it's and a lot of times with that kind of job, you got to go to New York or California. It's hard in Michigan.
There was a book under my bed that I had to return to the library.
And what kind of book was it?
It's a Barbie book.
And what kind of book is it? Like design, clothing designs, or
It's just Barbies.
you read?
I want to probably work for Mattel.
Okay.
I designed some Barbie. I'm an artist, so when you walk into my room, you'll probably be scared. But
I've heard it's quite different.
oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm scared.
I guess
That's for
the way
sure.
to put it.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school at? school?
Formal?
Like an art school, or did you?
I went to IDT. Why is it really bad?
What?
Am I a really bad artist or something?
I don't know. I haven't seen your
Oh.
stuff. Do you have a degree?
Wonder if
in
she
art?
watched. I was
Yeah,
about to say,
it's a
I wonder if
bachelor's.
she actually ended
Yeah,
up
you got
doing
it
any
from ITT?
designing, like for
IDT,
anyone.
Yeah, IDT.
When questioned in the early days after DeAngelo's
Like, I'd love
death,
to know if.
Tanina often teetered back and forth between being suspicious of her
I
mother
wonder if she
and defending Terry's innocence.
not anything like fucking
She also
Mattel, but
made
like I wonder if
strange
she ever
interjections,
did anything in the
often
fashion
changing
industry.
the subject.
Did she come in, or did she just drop him off?
She just dropped him off.
And then he walked in by himself?
Mhm.
Did he have anything with him?
You know, my mom had this weird, like, not that time, not this time, but like last time, she just had a weird, like, scratch mark on her nose. It's just weird. Why would you have a scratch mark?
What do you mean last time?
Tanina goes completely off topic here, making it clear that she doesn't want to answer, but it's odd. Why wouldn't she want to talk about what he brought with him?
Yeah, that is weird.
I'm so thrilled about this.
Oh my god. Man, what the hell? I don't care.
Like, when she was babysitting, like, a month ago, she just had a weird scratch mark, and I wonder where she got it from.
She could just
She
fucking
wouldn't
nicked
say.
herself.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I just don't think my mom's a killer.
All right, well, let's go back.
Yeah.
All right, so he came over, and do you guys remember what you did on Saturday after he got over?
We just had a normal day. I was just sewing, and he was just watching me sew and talking to me sew, and we watched some movies, and
Okay, how about the next day, Sunday?
Sunday we just kind of did the same routine.
So
you
did
know,
she
he
have a
was kinda
job?
just-
Because she's
She
in her
was kind of freaked out a
20s.
little bit with my mom. She was kind of
Like, she obviously did the sewing thing, but I feel like that would be more of like a side project slash hobby slash possible side hustle.
So Sunday, your mom started, you started noticing a change in your mom, or was there a change happening before that?
My mom has like some anxiety. She paces back and forth. She just has some issues. Usually when she takes her medication, she's normal.
What medication does she take regularly?
Some kind of Prozac or Zantac.
Xanax, you mean?
Yeah, Xanax.
We need to get your medicine. And they said that they were going to give you medicine when? They give me the medicine. I don't have anything. I don't take anything. I'm anxiety. You know, I have the anxiety. Do you have it right now?
I think
No?
she means the anxiety meds.
They can't have those kind in here.
Oh,
What do you take?
that's fucked up.
I didn't look at somebody else
No,
handled
that's
that.
fine. They're really hard names. Respirol, cytophrem.
What kind of medicines are those?
They're just a sedative. It's just to calm me.
How long have you been on that stuff?
Actually just started really taking it like a month ago.
Is there a reason? Something going on?
No, I just I've been actually taking it for a year, but
There's a
No,
big
I just
difference
feel
between a
better.
month and a year. What the
I
fuck?
feel more relaxed.
Now, Tanina's hand motions don't quite match up with her words. There seems to be a bit of a delay and a mismatch. She clearly has discomfort talking about her mental health issues. This could be related to the stigma associated with mental health issues, or could be something more.
It could be a bunch of
Risperdal
things,
is an
honestly.
antipsychotic used for schizophrenia and bipolar disorder typically. It can also be used to moderate aggression. Though it can have a sedative effect, it treats a far more significant concern than sleep. Citalopram or Celex is an SSRI depressant, not a sedative. It's unlikely that Tanina is being completely honest when, after being asked if there's a reason she's taking them, since Risperdal is for serious and typically chronic mental health concerns.
How long was it where you weren't feeling good that you decided you need to get on medicine?
I had a lot of issues working at, like, just, you know, I just feel like I had a lot of anxiety, and I don't know, I was at home, I was trying to start a business, and I just realized, you know what, like, it's time for me to take my medicine, and, you know, I stopped smoking, like, I just You know, I think you get an epiphany, like maybe this will help me, and it really actually helped me.
Both Tanina and her mother take medications for their mental health. Tanina was hospitalized in a psychiatric unit just 2 months after her mother in 2009.
God damn.
Psychiatric hospitalizations occur if the person is a threat to themselves or others, or if they're displaying unusual or aggressive behaviors. The hospitalization allows for a safe place for the person to be monitored, be put on medication,
Hey, Alphonse.
and
How you doing?
stabilized before they're discharged.
Yes, I have dealt with a lot of things. I have had a hard time getting a job.
I was gonna say,
I
but
have
like,
had a hard time.
you can even have severe mental health issues. You can still manage to not kill someone or drown a fucking 4-year-old. You know, like it's the situation's so off. It's hard, man. Like I said, the biggest red flag for me is the fact that she immediately and repeatedly throws out that he has to have been in the water for an hour. And then the fact that they waited an entire hour between her and the grandmother to call 911 when the child is floating in the tub. I feel like there'd be less questions on my end because more things could be explained away if that call happened sooner. If it happened immediately. If it was more of a panic type situation, like, oh shit, child is in the tub and is not breathing. Hi, Acid, how you doing? And that's not how this played out. And, like, there's no way to excuse that. Like, the grandmother was aware. You can argue that this motherfucker was sleeping for a huge chunk of that and got up and just saw the child in the tub. But then,
living somewhere, people treat me terribly, and I'm an innocent person. I'm a good person, and with what I deal with, it's just
I'm
absolutely
feeling a lot better than I did
unacceptable.
yesterday. I'm not back to 100%,
You know,
but
I have to deal a lot
I was
with
having
mental
issues
health,
with
and I have to deal a lot
my
with
anemia.
CPS, and I've dealt
So I
with
spent
things
like half of
going
yesterday
to
sleeping.
a psychologist with my baby, and she asked me if I wanted to kill my baby, and I was like, no, and I was so insulted.
That's a standard thing if you have if you've been diagnosed with specific mental health issues, especially if you have kids and you go to professionals or certain doctors, that is a standard question they have to ask you. They have to ask if you feel like you want to end your own life or if you want to do things to your child. That is normal. They're not doing it to target you. It doesn't matter what your epic, tragic anime backstory is. It is something they have to legally ask you. Like, if you have certain mental health issues on record, at least in the U.S., and you go to regular doctors or you go to surgeons or other health professionals, they still have to ask those questions. They have to. It's a legal thing. It's just so they can mark it off on their list to say, yeah, we asked them, they confirmed. It is what it is.
And I've had people say, I'm like, I want a house with a basement. Oh, so you can chop bodies up? And I'm like, wow, what do people really think about me?
I'm sure she's gotten judged. I'm sure that she's gotten judged and will continue to be judged because of everything that happened. But from a doctor's perspective, that specific instance, that is just something that will happen if you're diagnosed with certain things. That's not a personal thing. That's not a personal attack.
She'd be sleeping. Okay. But there would be days where she wouldn't be sleeping. It just seems like my mom had a lot on her shoulders.
That's why I'd have a house.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know why she did it.
Our basement is disgusting. It's unfinished.
Would sometimes be asleep
it has our
when she'd
chest
arrive
freezer
home
in it and
early
our
morning
washer
hours.
and dryer.
Their upstairs
It
neighbors
floods
reported
sometimes.
to police that they often heard arguing when Tanina arrived home from work. They told police that Tanina was disruptive and profane, and that they sometimes had to ask her to quiet down. In one instance, the neighbors heard Tanina screaming, banging, and slamming doors. The neighbor asked Tanina to please lower her voice, to which Tanina responded with,
Jesus Christ,
and shouted to the man to suck her.
Nice.
I can just girl talk.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, we have shitty. Okay, so
going.
I live in New York, and we tend to have basements and attics. Our family, the house that I'm living in, that I have lived in, and that I continue to live in with my family, is an ancient ghetto house. We're in a poor neighborhood, and the house is like 200 years old. The attic is unfinished and just holds a bunch of shit, and then the basement is unfinished. It holds stuff, But it also has our washer, dryer, a sink that doesn't work, and a chest freezer. Yeah.
Sunday, your mom's pacing around. Had she been doing this the previous days, or did it intensify?
That shit
There have
funky
been many
as hell.
mentions of Terry's pacing.
There are certain
This
states
is
that
a
are like that
behavior
as well,
typical of
though, like within the
individuals with
U.S. where they don't do
psychosis.
basements,
However,
and that
this
just
kind
weirds
of
me out because it's
agitation can
always
also
been a
appear
thing
with
for me.
people who have Alzheimer's.
You know, it's a little funky.
Well, let's stay with Sunday. Your mom's pacing around. He's worried. He's a 4-year-old. He's a perceptive 4-year-old.
I just feel like everything's screwed up in life.
Well,
I'm sorry, like, my mom's in prison, like, my nephew's dead, like, I have an apartment where a little boy died in.
Once again, Tanina has failed to refer
Yeah,
to
that
DeAngelo
is
by name.
funky, but that could
He's
be her
simply a
distancing
little boy.
herself
The
because it's a
detective could have put
traumatic
some
event.
pressure on
I
Tanina
could
here
see
by
that could be a
reminding her
thing.
that he wasn't just a little boy, but was her nephew, DeAngelo, and he was murdered. Perhaps he could have even thrown in, "Maybe you did it," to see how she would have reacted.
I always feel like he's with me.
Pardon me?
I just feel like he's with me, like his spirit.
Well, it is. He loved you. He loved Grandma. His spirit is with you. So you went to bed. What's the next thing you remember about going to bed?
Genuinely strong emotions usually take a moment to fade. They don't just switch off. However, it's important to note that some mood disorders can make certain individuals' emotions alter and change easily,
That's
which
another
may
thing.
explain this shift.
I just went to bed. I just was sound
Dude, her
asleep.
fucking bedroom
was
is
your sleep?
nightmare fuel.
I was just dreaming.
Do you
The
remember
color on the
dreaming
wall
about?
mixed with just the
What?
absolute
Fine
shit she has
clothes,
tacked
fine
onto the walls. And I get it,
Fine
she was trying to
glasses?
get onto
Yeah.
that grind. But, like, there had
Bucket?
to, but you could have done
Buckets of what?
binders. You could have
I don't
repainted the
know, it
room
was
to be, like, a
my
little
high
less
school
assaulting to the
reunion,
eyes.
And we were like in a roller coaster bucket, like just trying to like move from this square to that square, back to that. I don't know, it's weird.
But you said you had a good sleep?
Yeah, I was out cold. I usually don't wake up till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, because you go to
Yeah.
bed late.
Yeah, like I'm really out cold.
Were you out cold this night?
Yeah, but the weird part about it is that I woke up at 7:30. I never wake up at 7:30.
So she
I wake
originally
up till,
said
like, 10
7.
or 12 usually.
So she originally said that she woke up at 7. Now she's saying 7:30, and she's saying she usually wakes up at a different time. And then in the interview they have with her closer to today time, she said that she got up at 3 o'clock. 3 in the morning.
Go to bed early.
This is an interesting slip-up. First, it's 3 a.m., then 3 p.m., now 11 a.m. or 12. There are a lot of discrepancies in her story.
That's fucking weird.
I don't know, it's just weird.
Do you remember writing in your original statement that you were tossing and turning?
Yeah.
Like,
woke
I
up,
can
was
safely
tossing and
say-
turning. I didn't hear any screaming. I didn't hear anything.
So,
Not all night. No, not all night. I was out cold. I was dreaming. But like when I woke up, it was probably around 6 o'clock, and I was just probably just rattling around, just trying to go back to sleep. Maybe it wasn't even 6. Maybe it just was like.
So
7
now
or
she's
something. Maybe it was 30
expanded.
minutes prior.
So now she's saying anywhere between 6 and 7:30 she
But
was
I was
up.
out, and then I woke up, and I was just tossing and turning, and then I just finally woke up.
so you're tossing and turning. You woke up around 7 or so. You don't know why, because you get up a lot later normally when you go to bed. What's the next thing that you remembered?
I remember just going to my bathroom. I was just dreaming, and it was a good dream. It was just buying glasses and just.
Her palms being up during the statement here could be a sign of uncertainty for something that shouldn't be that difficult to recall, but could also be because she's talking about dreaming, which might baffle some people.
No, I was just dreaming. I'm sorry. It was just. Bizarre,
Well, you can't
but-
apologize for your dreams.
No, but it was just shopping in my dream. That was my dream. Like I was getting just shopping, and I woke up and I was just going to the bathroom, and Mom was like, Tonina. And
She got up and you were going to the bathroom. Is there more than one bathroom?
yeah, there's 2.
Didn't you say before that she got up and she was walking down the hallway because she was just getting up and she saw him in the tub?
So which bathroom were you going to?
My bathroom.
You have a bathroom in your room?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it a bathroom that divides between the bedrooms, or just is it?
That's an interesting layout.
The bathroom in my room.
Okay, because I haven't been there yet.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so you were going into your bathroom. Did you
Should
go?
I be in there? Is it weird
Where?
to be in there in my apartment?
Well, everyone's different. I mean, I'd feel uncomfortable. I mean, not a good thing happened there.
No, I know, but it's like,
That's up to you. Do you have anywhere else to go?
no, that's the problem. I don't know where to go. And it's like, I don't want to bother anybody. And this is such a case, like, where,
Okay.
that's part of it right there.
Well, let's deal with that. We're getting on a good train here, and I want to just get your memory while I have it. When you were getting up to go to the bathroom, did you make it into your bathroom?
Yeah.
And when you went in there, what did you do?
I went to the bathroom, and she was like, Tonina, are you up? And I'm like, yeah.
Where
She
was
was like perky. She was just like, Tonina, are you up?
This contradicts what Tanina said earlier when she described her mom to have been pacing the home and stressed out.
Where was she when she said that?
She was right
I
outside
wouldn't
the door.
believe anything
Where
that
was your
she's
mom at
saying
this
just
point?
because there's been
She was
so
just
many
pacing
fucking
back and forth, like,
contradictions
she
in
really
everything.
didn't know what she was doing.
Pacing
Like
where,
I
in
said, the
living room,
911 call was
kitchen, the
sussy, and
hallway,
it
the
is. It's
bedroom?
sussy as hell. For
she
me,
was
it's the
pacing my
reaction
kitchen.
time, waiting
Okay.
around an hour, and the fact
She was
that they called
perky.
911, how they
Yeah.
called
Does your
911.
mom wake up early or late normally?
But it's weird.
Usually she wakes up early. I don't know. Sometimes she just paces outside the door.
Like, if there were
Like,
defensive wounds on the
sometimes I
grandmother,
don't
then
go
I'm
to bed at
assuming
3,
the
and I'll just
grandmother
see her
probably
pacing outside
snapped
my
due to
door.
something and
You keep the
drowned the
door open?
child. But I
No,
don't
I keep it
doubt that there's a
closed.
huge
Well,
possibility
how
she
could you see
heard
her?
she
'Cause I
heard it
opened the door,
happen
like I heard her rattling.
and
You know what I mean? Like, you can hear
confronted,
somebody,
or
their
they
clothes
had a
going
discussion and that led
you
to
know what I
them kind of
mean?
waffling for an
And, like,
hour and then
footsteps,
deciding to
and
call 911.
I would open it, and she would just be standing out there, and it'd freak me out.
So she said, Tonina, are you up? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
And she was outside your bedroom?
Originally, she was
Yeah.
in the kitchen pacing.
No, she was outside my bathroom door.
Okay, so
My
she had
bathroom's inside.
so she had to come into your bedroom.
Yeah. I just feel like, I'm sorry, I just feel like if I just would have woken up earlier, maybe I could have saved his life. You know what I'm saying? This is why I blame myself. This
Well-
is why I blame myself. If I would have woken up and given him CPR an hour before, maybe I could have saved him. Maybe I could have got that water out. This is what I'm dealing with. Like, I just feel like,
Everyone's gonna feel some guilt. Everyone's gonna feel
Why?
guilt for taking them there.
why? Like, I thought he was coming back to life. Like, I was trying to pump it back in. Like, I thought he was coming back. I felt warm. I just feel like
There's
Well,
no
it's
way
the
in
hardest
hell
thing. Like, I
that
totally
someone
need
is in a
counseling.
bad enough position they
There's a
need
long pause here,
CPR
followed by deflection.
after they've been sitting in water for an hour and they
Well,
This is
fucking
the hardest thing. Like, I totally need counseling. I totally
you're
they're gonna fucking
Candidate.
need.
survive.
You got
Like
somebody,
the
you've got
chances there are
doctors that
so
prescribe
fucking
Yeah.
low.
medicine.
I'm definitely getting counseling. I'm definitely gonna go for.
So your mom comes in your bedroom, says, Tonina, are you up? What happened next?
It's really bad.
Well, it's okay. I'm the one doing this one right now, so
She told me what she did.
what did she say?
Oh
I don't know
shit.
if I should even.
Well, your mom, let me put it this way. Right now your mom is gonna get charged with murder.
Here, the detective probably should have just stayed quiet and let her say exactly what happened. This would lock her into a statement and give the police something to use. Notice the detective's body language. He's been fidgeting with his shirt, tie, and scratching his leg. He's very good at what he does, but his body language seems to
Jesus
indicate
Christ.
that he doesn't
Uno
believe her
reverse
and
card.
has had enough.
He's
The
tired
detective
of her
drops
shit.
this bombshell because the medical examiner's report has come back.
Oh no.
Though it was no surprise that DeAngelo's cause of death was drowning.
Oh,
There
okay.
were some
I thought there
unusual
was going to be
findings.
something else going on
The
there.
4-year-old had suffered several contusions around his neck and abrasions on his face.
Oh.
But the most significant were the compression-related injuries in his mouth. This suggested that DeAngelo's death was no accident, but that he had been forcefully held underwater.
Yeah.
Years later, Tanina shared a theory about what she thinks may have happened.
There was a neighbor that had seen people, and I think she's seen somebody in her house, and they didn't want to listen to anything she had to say. And I think that was a really key.
There were defensive wounds on the grandmother. I'm sorry. It's like there was reported bruising and scratching along the grandmother's hands and arms. And like I don't think it was some random fucking stranger that broke in and murdered a child and left. I really think in this case scenario, you got two people in the house. Either both of them did it or one of them did it, but that's just how that goes. And since they're not mentioning any traces of anything on Tonina, although they haven't mentioned that they like tried to take pictures of her arms or her face or anything that could have defensive wounds on it after the incident happened, which baffles my mind if they didn't, because she was literally in the house when it happened. She admittedly was, although she claims to have been asleep. I do feel like the grandmother just did it. Like, again, something triggered her, something in her snapped. She obviously needed a lot of help with her mental health, and no one was giving it to her. Not that that's a cop-out for killing a child, but I just feel like it's very obvious that the grandmother did it. It's just how involved was Tonina.
Part of the evidence was that
Hey,
neighbor to say that something did happen.
It's worth noting that Tanina's suggestion cannot be corroborated with any witness testimony or obtained case reports.
An abrasion would be like a scrape.
For you to get your reading,
so not quite. Hey,
In fact, according to official records, Tanina and Terry were the only two people in the house at the time DeAngelo drowned.
Now let me explain that to you.
Our attic is disgusting. America does not win there.
Murder in Michigan is anywhere from something called involuntary manslaughter, where you unintentionally killed somebody, all the way to first-degree murder, where you planned it. And with each different stage of murder, there's different penalties. Now listen, but every single word that your mom says, I interviewed your mom for an hour and a half yesterday. Okay? Every single word that your mom says, just because we're police doesn't mean that I have to make sure your mom gets charged with first-degree murder. I need the charges to fit what your mom did, your mom's mental state. I needed everything.
The detective may sound a little out of bounds here by insinuating that he has the power to make things easier or harder on her mom. Yet it seems he's saying that he wants to have all the relevant facts and evidence so that any charges filed match the facts and evidence. In many ways, this is just good police work and is meant to establish the presence or absence of any elements of the crime, including mental state, premeditation, and so on.
Oh, wow. Epic.
Essentially,
Let's go.
by talking about the charges, he's saying that he thinks Terry did it, but he wants to hear why from Tanina.
DeAngelo's gone. We can't change that. But we still can change.
But how can you change?
Listen.
Like, people are blaming me.
I haven't. I'm sitting with you.
No,
I'm the detective. You need to only worry about me right now. Okay? Now listen. So as your mom's in jail, we need to determine,
like,
because of everything that
I'm on the fence with how involved she is, but I could totally buy the fact that maybe she was sleeping, that she maybe heard a little something that woke her up, but it didn't make her immediately suspicious that something happened. She, got up sleepy, went to her bathroom. Her mom did call her into the other part of the house, into the kitchen or whatever, and then I really highly doubt the mom hid what she did. I feel like she would have confessed to at least her. And then they stopped and they waffled again for probably between 45 minutes and an hour, because that's how long that child was floating in that tub. And they decided to call 911. And I think that's why the 911 call is as eerie as it is, at least the first couple of sentences, because she knows what happened, but there's no other thing to do in that. You know what I mean? I don't think they had it in them to like try to hide the body or try to fake something. So they called 911.
She said and did.
That's very much the kind of
whether
vibe
she
that
needs to
I'm
be in
getting.
jail for the rest of
I
her
don't
life,
think she directly
or in
contributed to the
jail for a
child's
little
death.
while and
I
get
think
some
she
mental
just.
help and be able to relive her life. So
I think the biggest part she
everything that
played
you
into
tell
it
me
was not telling the
is
detectives or
absolutely
police what she
100%
heard from
important,
her
so I can
mom
put
that
all the
day,
pieces of the puzzle
and
together and get your mom taken care
not
of.
calling the cops
Do you
sooner,
understand
not
that?
calling 911 sooner.
So I can't have you say I don't think I should tell you. Your mom already told me, but she's forgetting some things.
She was just disoriented. Like, she was just.
You said she told you what she did. Tell me what she said.
She just said DeAngelo's in the tub.
That doesn't,
And I
no.
went over to the tub and he was gone. DeAngelo's dead in the tub.
She said that?
Yeah.
Okay, she said DeAngelo's in the tub.
Yeah.
And when she said that,
Yeah,
what
this
did you
man
say?
was murdered by a synth.
said,
Y'all know
"You're
what
right,
a
you're
synth is?
kidding. Like, what the f are you talking about?"
But if she would have just said DeAngelo's in the tub, couldn't she have just meant originally that he was taking a bath or something?
No, she said that DeAngelo's dead in the tub.
At the scene, when officers first arrived, Terry told them that after spending the night on the sofa with her grandson, she went to the hallway bathroom and drew a bath. She then picked up a sleeping DeAngelo, still in his pajamas, and placed him in the tub.
What the fuck?
Then why would your mom say she picked him up and put him in the water?
She did put him in the water?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And if that weren't strange
What the
enough,
fuck?
what she said next was even more bizarre. After putting him in the
Valid.
water, Terry stated that she simply left him there and offered no further explanation
What the
of how he
fuck?
suddenly stopped
I was gonna say,
breathing.
that also doesn't. That would wake him up, like, even at 4.
Ask how long he's been in there. For like an hour. All right.
I love DeAngelo. You know that. DeAngelo, he just doesn't talk. He has a high voice. Hi. You know, the little voice. Like a toy. He walks for a little toy.
Who the
I love
fuck is
DeAngelo, and I
Dooding?
love all of the grandchildren. I don't understand this, what happened to him. I don't either. No, because I love him so very much. With his,
You
all
loved
his
him so much
family,
you
they're
killed
all-
him.
Bashar must be out of his mind. Yeah, out of his mind. He looks just like him. But no one's putting any blame on you. We just want to know what happened. It just, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but it just snapped. I don't know, something to, I don't know. What time? He woke up. He just woke up in the morning. He had his little rest. And what time did he wake up? About 7:30. Okay, and what did he do?
I know, right? What the fuck?
He just was like, he just didn't even get out. He
But
just
that,
didn't lay in
again,
there,
is what
you know
kills
I mean?
me. And
I don't know.
Grandmama was also, for those of you who weren't here at the very beginning of the stream, she was smart enough as soon as they pulled her into an interrogation room to say, I don't want to say anything without a lawyer. Like, she was slightly unsure, but she was smart enough and about her wits enough to at least ask for a lawyer and refuse to speak. So, like, it's just, how fucking she's not being specific about anything. Throughout all of this, throughout all the stuff we've heard from Terry Borgia, however you pronounce her name, Borgia, whatever, from Terry, from Grandmama, she always answers that she doesn't know what happened, that she can't say what happened, and, you know, she just kind of, it's so non-specific. She doesn't even offer, like I said earlier on, with the whole, like, I started a bath, and, you know, I turned my back on him, and oh my god, he's in the tub. Like, she's not even doing any of that, which you hear that a lot in cases that involve children drowning, especially in, like, a bathroom situation. But, like...
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then you responded with what you just said. You kidding me, or,
Right.
you know, are you out of here? Whatever.
Right.
And then what did you do?
I just thought she was joking. Like, you're going to the bathroom. I mean, I just didn't believe it, and he was floating there.
All I can do is think about it 24 hours a day. Well, yeah, it's hours a day. That's all I think about. Little guy, I want him to come back. He's not gonna come back. He's not gonna come back. What about Amy? Was she alright?
Hey,
No, Amy's not alright. calm and not tell them what's going on too much. Just trying to keep her calm and her spirits lifted before my sister has a heart attack. What the hell?
So you walked over, or did she walk over with you?
I walked over
Hey,
and
MB
she walked
King, how
over
you
with
doing?
me, and she just started pacing.
Yo.
Legs appeared
Let's go.
restless, which could be an adaptive behavior to dispel some
Another
of her nervous
fucking
energy.
arrow.
And
Let's
she was
go.
also making very intense eye contact
Take a
with the
shot.
detective, perhaps trying to see if he was believing her.
I can't
And then
even
you
make out her
responded with what
eyes,
you
dude.
just said. You kidding me, or you know, are
Right.
you out of here? Whatever.
Right.
Now, as she talks about DeAngelo floating, she makes an eye-blocking gesture, suggesting, understandably, that she doesn't want to re-see that.
When you saw him floating,
That's
how
what I
was he
said.
positioned?
Some of her behaviors to
back.
me hint more towards that she
Okay, he
did
was on his
actually
back.
see him, and like
Um,
she did feel some sort of like this
where-
isn't good.
Where was
But
his
like
head and
I
feet
just
in relation to the bathtub?
she let it slip earlier, but the whole like, and then she told me that how she did it or something along that lines, and I don't doubt that that's what happened. That she knows, or at least she knows what her mom told her about how it happened, and she's just not saying that. Maybe because she doesn't want to believe that her mom's capable of that, or she doesn't want her mom to be punished, even though her mom's already going to be. Let's be real here. There's no other option.
His head is this way. His feet were actually. His head was that way. His feet was this way.
Okay, was his head closer to the water spigot or on the opposite side of the water spigot where the water comes out?
His feet were on this side.
What side?
This side.
I don't know what that means though.
The water spigot's this side.
And so his
Yeah,
feet
there
were
you
that
go.
way by the
Descriptive.
water spigot.
Be
His head was
descriptive.
in the other end.
Yeah.
The detective is finally making some headway into the morning's events, and Tanina's strange comments continue to stack up.
And he was laying there. What did he have on?
He had on his plaid pants.
What about his shirt that he was wearing when he went to bed?
He had a Spider-Man shirt on.
It was still on?
Mm.
Okay.
No, actually, it was torn off. You know what? That's a good point. Like, my mom never cuts anything. My mom doesn't have, like, she was so disoriented. Why would she cut up a shirt?
Was it cut or torn?
It was like cut. It was cut. A shower curtain was cut. Not like torn. It was like cut off and put under my bed.
How
That's
big of a piece
weird.
of shower curtain?
Like this big.
That's fucking weird. Like, if, again, I don't want to... I'm questioning if she's even telling the truth because so many details have
Again, she's
changed
deflecting
between
when
both
asked
interviews.
details about her nephew's death.
But, like...
This is a way to avoid answering the question the detective is asking.
What?
Did
Why
she
was...
cut it out in a circle or cut it out in what shape is it?
Like a circle.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Where is it right now?
It's under my bed.
How did you find
What
it?
the fuck?
I was looking for something.
It looks like it's in the
What were you
crime
looking
scene
for?
photos. So I'm
Maybe
confused. Was the
jewelry,
child
something.
clothed
Maybe I was
or...
just looking for something under my bed.
Huh?
All right, well, let's stick right now with you finding DeAngelo in the tub. He's floating with his feet. close to-
Actually, you know what? There was a Barbie book under my bed.
Okay, well, let's get.
No, that's fine.
We'll get to that. I want to just keep on the train run.
Once again, Tanina tries to deflect and seems to be trying to set up a story that somebody else was involved. She mentions again the presence of the shower curtain under her bed, but then is vague when answering a simple question about how she found it. She hesitates when telling the detective why she was searching under her bed. It's a simple question to a very specific act, yet she can't answer it directly and then changes her answer. There are major red flags here, but we shouldn't be too surprised at this point, because Tanina has been hesitant and often vague in her responses all along. She's made most of her statements with her palms up, showing signs of uncertainty and with upward inflections. Very little time has passed since the incident, so these things should stand out in her mind.
No
His
shit.
feet are closer to the water spigot.
I'm
his head's
surprised it
over
seems
here,
like
he's
she didn't
floating.
face any legal
His shirt is
consequences
cut,
for
you
real,
said.
because they have
How
an
was it
interview
cut?
with her and she references like
It's just like cut off and just
doing
cut,
like
in
regular things relatively.
strands.
So I'm assuming they weren't
I know,
able
it's
to like get her
weird.
on
Why would
anything.
somebody just cut strands?
Maybe
Like, why
it
would
is the
somebody
lack of
just
like
sit there and just
defensive
cut
wounds and
a
DNA and
shirt?
other things.
I'm sorry, I just think it's so strange.
Does your mom keep scissors?
No, my mom hates to cut.
You use scissors.
I use scissors.
Do you have a lot of pair of scissors in your house?
Yeah, I have tons of scissors.
Did you find any that were out of place?
What the fuck?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I didn't even pay attention.
Tanina does an
I gave
interesting
you
lip
your
compression
points
before
back,
she
you
says
fool.
she has scissors. Her statements are all over the place.
What the
First,
fuck?
the strange comment that her mom hates to cut, followed by
I'm
I don't
still-
think so and I didn't pay
I want them to fucking confirm whether or not the shirt was actually cut off of the child, because that's a weird detail. Why would you need to do that? I assumed when it showed that in the photos where it keeps showing that fucking picture of the Spider-Man top, I assumed that the EMTs cut that off or something. Because it's not abnormal in a situation where the paramedics are called, where the EMTs are called, where pieces of clothing do get cut off for like various reasons. It usually has to do with just giving the person medical attention. Because at the end of the day, losing a shirt is like nothing compared to losing someone's life. You know, like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, when you call the paramedics, there's a chance they might ruin your drip, but they're going to save
when
your life.
talking
So
about
like,
any scissors being out of place. It's like she's trying to create an alibi
so I'm
for her
confused.
mom
Did
while also
was
not
that the
casting too
paramedics
many
or was
suspicions on herself.
Huh?
And she said
Huh?
he's in the tub.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then what happened?
I called 911 and I tried to like give him CPR and I thought he was gonna make it. And I asked my mom to help me, but she was pacing. I just feel like I didn't do it right.
Do CPR, right?
Right.
Someone was going over the phone
You
with you how to do
performed
it.
CPR
Right, but I just feel like I
on
failed.
a child that you
The
said
detective
was
is trying to get her
laying
to
in
mirror
the
him,
water
which she does briefly
for
before
an
leaning back.
hour.
He seems
That's
to
not
leave
on
his hands
you.
on his
That's on
face
the
when he
entire
sees she's
situation.
done
Now,
the
the fact
same,
that you didn't call
perhaps in an attempt to keep
CPR,
her
the
connected
fact that you
to
didn't call
him.
911
But are you
sooner is a
supposed to, like,
major
just pound
fucking
it
question.
Like a ham?
A ham.
I don't know. Like, are you just supposed to pound it? Like, I mean, like, are you just supposed
No,
to
you're
like?
Stab
supposed
make-
to- You're
duding.
supposed to make a significant movement on
You're
his
fucking.
chest or
You're
their
doing
chest, whoever's
CPR on
chest,
someone and you
to
just
be
hear
able
that.
to get the blood
How do you
flowing.
respond?
Mhm.
Okay. There's a perfect way that they like people to do CPR, but even
Oh no.
doing chest compressions sometimes can help people. So don't think you did it wrong.
Did I do it wrong?
I don't know if
I feel like maybe I just did it wrong and that's why it was bad. Maybe
No.
I feel like I'm blaming myself.
Again,
I
or
just
as you
woke up
fucking
to this
admitted, the
everything
child
just-
was floating
he
in
was
the
past the
water
point to
for an
CPR can help.
hour. I feel like that's a lot
We
of
don't know how long
time.
he
You
was
know,
I feel like he was like
it only takes
he was
so
like
long.
that.
like
Going to commit a
Like, when I
Google
was
search
giving
is
him
probably gonna put
CPR,
me on
he was
another
like-
list.
Like it was coming back.
How was he warm?
Yeah,
How
He was
warm was the
warm.
bath water?
it was cold.
FBI agent, if
The
you're
bath
watching,
water
I'm
was cold,
asking
he
was
strictly
warm.
for
Mhm.
science.
It's not believable that the bath water would be cold, but that DeAngelo would feel warm to the touch.
He rolled over. On his own? I think so, yeah. Okay, keep breathing.
If a person is submerged after breathing in water for 4 to 6 minutes without resuscitation, it will result in brain damage and eventually death by drowning. That motherfucker was in there for an hour. There is no way. There's no fucking way CPR was going to save that child. Your Honor, I know it's like CPR, but just that I could pull off a necromancy. Oh, shit. Oh, that's funky. I'm looking at, like, it's a drowning safety page. Noise. Drowning prevention and water safety. Drowning happens quickly, so being proactive about preventing drowning accidents is essential. Children between the ages of 5 and 14, as well as adolescents and adults over 65, are at a higher risk for drowning. Children under 5 years old face an extremely significant risk of drowning. Males have a higher risk than females, especially teenage males. Huh? Why? What is the science there? Fence off pools and entrances, no shit. Invest in swimming lessons, no shit. Always supervise children in water, again, no shit. Don't mix swimming with alcohol and learn CPR. What the fuck? Here, if you guys want to be put on the list, I'll share the link I'm looking at. It's honestly just a, it's a prevention thing. It's a prevention. It has knowledge on it. I still want to know, which they don't like explain or anything else, why specifically teenage males are more susceptible. But okay.
Let me know if he's breathing.
I think he's kind of, I don't know, he's not breathing yet. 14. Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. That's right. Talk to him. Talk to him. All right, give him some deep breath.
Like, she does seem to get genuinely upset, and she is trying to actually give CPR. I think the mom is having some type of mental breakdown throughout this entire thing, because in the background, she's just refusing to help.
You heard? Okay, keep doing it. Keep doing it. When he starts stopping, then he's back.
I heard him kind of go like that.
You heard him make some kind of noise?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the water.
Any breath? We'll keep doing it, though.
Just like, I can't remember. Did she say he was face down in the tub? Because that's even fucking worse, dog. Like, you know he's dead.
Who got him out of the tub?
I did.
How did you carry him?
I carried him up.
See, and that's another thing they touched on at the beginning of this documentary. Apparently, when the paramedics arrived, they weren't, like, wet. So, that's another thing that I have problems with, because they definitely made the 911 call. The paramedics definitely arrived within a reasonable amount of time, so she should have been wet. At least part of the front of her outfit should have been wet, because she was actually, like, doing CPR, supposedly. So...
And I set him down.
On the floor next to the tub?
Mm-hmm. Maybe I didn't tilt his head right.
You can't think like that. Who called the police or 911?
I did.
And your mom wasn't doing anything?
No.
After the police arrived and EMS, they took over.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Did
can't
you
get over
talk
the
to your
fact
mom
that
at all?
that child was floating in the water for an
No,
hour.
she was being questioned.
Like, unresponsive.
And-
For an hour.
Have you had a chance to talk to her at all?
No, I haven't.
So once the police and EMS arrived, you had no conversation with your mom about anything.
No.
The last thing she said to you was he's in the tub.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was in the tub and you first saw him, did you say anything to her?
I told her to help me.
Okay. Did you ask what happened? How did he get in here? What's going on? Did you ask anything like that?
I don't remember. I think so. I think I was just concerned about getting his life back. I think I was just concerned. I just thought this was... I didn't know what
I can't
to
get over the
think.
fact that she slipped up and literally said,
What
and
do you
then
do?
she told me what happened. Like,
Is the shower curtain still in that bathroom?
Yeah.
Is it missing a piece?
Mm-mm.
Well, the piece of shower curtain you found under your bed, where did that come from?
I don't know.
It's not from the shower curtain at your house?
No. I didn't
that's
find a missing
weird.
piece.
What the fuck?
I can't find a cut off piece,
Well, you said you found a cut off piece under your bed.
but I can't find it on any shower curtain. Maybe I'll relook.
Well, you only have one. How many shower curtains?
Two.
I was going to say, they have two
Well, we'll go
bathrooms,
back
so they
together
probably have two
and look.
showers.
Okay.
Two showers. Two bathtubs.
Did
Something.
you look at any of your scissors to see if there was any material from his shirt?
I looked in the bathtub, and I found a little fiber,
Okay.
but
Do any of your scissors have any of the...
I'll check that. I didn't look.
We'll go check.
Okay. I didn't check.
Tanina's palms are up as she makes big motions with her hands.
I'm going to ask you a horrific question.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that it's possible that during your night or sleeping or dreaming that you got up and did anything to him?
No, I never sleepwalk.
First, she shakes her head yes while he's asking the question. Then she starts shaking her head no before she denies sleepwalking. Not denying that she did anything to him, just denying that she sleepwalks, which is odd, because you would expect her to adamantly deny everything. Despite Tanina's claim that she never sleepwalks, Vicky reported to police that Tanina confessed to sleepwalking and hallucinating during a car ride together.
I had
What
people
the
go,
fuck?
you know, saying the worst stuff. I was sleepwalking. I was scared. I'm like, do I sleepwalk? I do not sleepwalk, by the way. You know, but they were putting stuff in my head, and
again, it's a
I
shitty
just- I've
position to be in.
dealt
Even
with
if she's
so much that
even
it's
if
just
she's
so wrong,
involved
and I
just to the degree that, like I said, I believe what probably went down is that That is funky. Um, I believe what probably happened is obviously grandma snapped and did something to the child. Obviously it was drowning. There was defensive wounds on her hands and arms. So what I'm thinking is that happens as that's happening, because it probably isn't a quiet event. She wakes up because she made a comment that she woke up earlier than she normally does because she thought that was weird, but she doesn't remember hearing anything. So my thought is monkey brain wakes up because there was noise going on. Maybe she doesn't hear it as she's waking up or when she gets up, and by then it's quiet. She walks to her bathroom to get ready for the day or whatever, to go to the bathroom, and then her mom calls her over. Grandma calls her. She goes into the kitchen, and I'm thinking at that point grandma confesses and tells her what happened or gives her a reason as to how it happened or whatever. And then, again, I think they waffle for some time, and then she calls 911 because there's nothing else they can do in that situation. You have to call 911.
Want to get through it.
And
I
then at
just
that
want to have
point,
a normal
grandma's
life.
like, I don't know what happened.
But
I
I
don't know
asked
what
my mom if I
happened.
was up.
I don't know. I
was
can't
just
believe.
screaming. I was out cold. I don't know.
So
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think she
scared
was
of.
directly involved. I just,
It's embarrassing.
Well, it's not your fault.
Yeah, but
it
it's
sucks
not.
that she probably
But
got
that's how I
shit
feel.
But
for
it's
the,
my mom.
and
But
probably
it's
will
you.
get
It's
shit
my
for the
mom.
rest
But
of her
it's my
life
mom.
having to deal with this. But
This would have been a good point for the detective
I feel like
to
she
ask
could have been
Tamina
way
to
more
explain
truthful.
this claim
At the same
further.
time, it
Also,
was her
seems
roommate
weird
and
to
her
feel an
mother,
emotion
so she
like
probably felt
embarrassment,
very
given the
defensive
tragic situation.
and wanted to protect her.
We have like that bond.
You're
you know what I mean?
embarrassed for your mom.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed for my mom. I hate that my mom's there. I hate that this happened. I
Well-
feel so embarrassed. I feel. That's what it is. It's just I feel so. It's your mom. How do you deal with it?
I don't know.
A sweet little woman. You know what I mean?
Doesn't make sense to us.
Because I don't think she wants to believe that her mom did
Why
that,
she would
but her
snap.
mom
She told me she
obviously
snapped
did
over
that.
money and shit like that. Doesn't make any sense.
Detectives tried to question Terry one more time while in jail. After initially being confused about whether or not the detective speaking to her was actually her lawyer, Terry said, "I did not plan this. It was an accident. I didn't plan it." She repeated this sentiment
But I don't
multiple
think she
times
planned
and
it.
followed
I
it by
feel like it
stating,
was
"I
a
don't really remember what happened."
horrific
Though it took some time
snap
and
of
prompting from the
sorts.
detective, Terry eventually stated he didn't fight or anything, but that, "I don't remember what happened with DeAngelo in the bathroom. My mind is like, I don't feel like I remember everything that happened to him. It was like it just happened." However, Terry made the incriminating statement that she, quote, "did snap. I just had so much, so many pressures, having no money, no place, there's so many things." However, she didn't make an outright confession to drowning DeAngelo.
Jesus.
Towards the end of the interview, and one of the few clear statements she made, Terry was adamant that no one killed him. Still, the vague claim that she snapped was further reinforced by the recorded conversations Terry was having with her daughter, Vicky.
I don't know what happened to him. I just snapped. I think it just was just too many things bothering me. Did you know he died? Did you know? Yes. I think so, yeah. Yeah, you did know. I always thought. And Tonina tried to resuscitate him? Yeah. And was he coming back? No. 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 So he had been dead in the water for a while? No. Maybe like 2 minutes. And how did he get in there?
There's no, what the fuck?
You snapped?
Because one of the only constants, at least so far in each of the interviews with the aunt, with the daughter there, is that it was about an hour that he was in the water. I believe she's telling the truth there. I believe it was between 45 minutes and an hour.
Drink and drive and do things like that, but not this. I love you. You're my mother. I will always love you and always be there for you. I love you with all my heart. Thank you. I do love you. Always know I will be there for you, no matter what. I love you. You will always be my mother. I'd never hate you or nothing. I always will love you. And I will help you with the best I can. I need you to stay strong. I know you do, and the kids love you too. I love the kids. Nobody does it when they find us out. They're not the world will not like me. Okay. Well, that's not, no. The world knows who you are. You're a good mother. You're a good person. Okay? I wouldn't be sitting here right now if I didn't love you. Thank you. What happened? I never understand it.
Oh shit. Oh shit, it's sad. I don't want to
At one
watch
point
it.
during her interview, Terry claimed that she had too many pressures, including financial issues.
Was it that bad financially for her?
Yeesh. Yeah. Why are you gonna... What the hell? Abuse.
I don't know.
Abuse.
My
Why?
mom did weird, but
Like what?
I don't know. She would shut off the vents. I don't know.
Shut off the what?
She shut off the vent to my room. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
I'm trying to worry about getting dressed, but I can't afford the clothes to walk to get somewhere we go because the clothes cost so much money for everything to get them on, the boots, the clothes, you know that. And no, to get, that's not how you. And I there's a will and a way. There's a okay, will. Today my blinker fell off my car. Right. Okay, well I'm not crazy about it. No, but I can't. If you want to go get food, you want to go get this, you got to go pay that, you got to do this. It's like you can't get what you got to do to get done.
I don't think...
It's very, very
Who
difficult.
had a job? Because someone mentioned earlier, it was mentioned that someone had a job. Are we gonna assume it was Tonina?
Got a job. We told you that. What are you doing? What? Right. I mean, come on, Mom. What happened? DeAngelo's dead. Mom, the baby is dead. I don't know what happened to him.
I think I'm more annoyed that she obviously knows what happened to him, but she just doesn't want to say.
Too many things.
Like, there's no way she doesn't. My brain goes, she has to know, or the fucking daughter has to know, because they were the only ones in the house other than the dead child.
Because we don't know the consequences.
And honestly, again, the vibes that I get is that she did something, and...
Get pulled over. What happens? You go to jail. Did you take that chance? You know, you kill somebody, you go to jail. I mean, there's a big problem here. Very big nightmare right now. And I don't even know where to start.
I don't know what to do. I think I'm so confused. I don't want to be with somebody who's gonna sit there and sit here and just. I don't. My sister's family is.
Which sister?
Amy's. They're Chaldean people. I don't want to be around people who are gonna blame.
And again, it sucks, but it's only natural for the parents to blame the people who were in the building when their child was killed.
I haven't heard anybody do that yet. Has anybody said that to you, or are you just feeling that?
No, they have said it.
They blame you.
They're blaming me.
Why? What did they say? Why?
I don't know. I already am dealing with so much. What the?
Well, I'll make some calls today for you and try and get this straightened
4
out,
years
okay?
old. The child was 4 years old. It was the woman who on the calls. It was their grandchild, and it was her nephew. The aunt and her mother there were living in the same house, so they were the only ones in the house when this happened. According to her, she was asleep, but like I said, the circumstances around like the events that happened are just muddled and gray and weird. And like according to her, it was an hour that the child was in the tub at the point in time that they called 911, and no one's really asked or answered why they waited an hour to do that, which I think is one of the things that's eating at the back of my brain right now, because that'll be the first question out of my mouth. Why did you guys wait an hour to call 911? Did you think he was just gonna sit up and be cool? Like, he was unresponsive, floating in the goddamn tub. And I think the excuse is by the time that she woke up, it was closer to when they made the phone call. So I think the excuse is either they waited that time to call 911, or the thing happened with the child. The grandmother did something to the child. Child ended up drowned. She was probably amidst some type of mental breakdown. Meanwhile, this motherfucker's sleeping. She wakes up sometime after, and the child's floating in the tub, and grandmama is pacing the fucking kitchen.
Friend.
This is a smart move on the part of the detective. Calling Tanina's friend for her is a good way to gain Tanina's support. It would be wise to set up another interview with her. It seems she likely knows more about what really happened to DeAngelo.
You want me to talk to her?
That's fine.
You got her phone?
I don't want her to be involved. I don't want anybody to be involved.
During her interrogation, Tanina makes a few references
Look
to
at
her
that
family
fucking flip
believing
phone,
she may
dog.
be
Oh
involved.
my god, 2010 wild.
It seems she was correct, as Tanina's sister Vicky later came to the police station to make a statement after she picked up Tanina from a psychological evaluation. Vicky alleged that Tanina told her she was a, quote, killer in her sleep, that she stabs people in her sleep, and that she was acting out of
What
body.
the fuck?
No, I never sleepwalk.
Though Vicky wrote in her statement that Tanina told her she was the killer of DeAngelo Tobia, there's no evidence to support this allegation. Later, Tanina stated she was not on her medication at the time she made the comments to her sister, and that she had been experiencing a psychotic break. To make matters even more confusing, though, you'll recall that Tanina told the detective during her interrogation that she was taking medication, so it's hard to know which is the truth, whether she was on medication or off. Either
Jesus
way, it's not
Christ.
uncommon for people with
Also,
bipolar
fucking
or
both
other...
of the adults in the house have like pretty severe mental illnesses and they're on meds, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're regularly taking your meds. You're regularly regulating the stuff that you're doing to manage those things, whether it be therapy, whether it be like whatever, however you cope, man. I don't care if you take meds or you don't take meds, whatever works, but like that you're doing it on a regular basis.
for mood
'Cause
disorders
what
to be
the
inconsistent with
fuck?
medication. So technically, she may have been on her medication at one point and recently come off. Tanina has also since made inflammatory accusations about the medical staff that tended to DeAngelo. Though case reports indicate that Tanina was escorted to the hospital by police and arrived only in time to hear that DeAngelo hadn't made it, she's asserted that hospital staff wanted him to die, did nothing, and neglected to put him into a drowning unit, which doesn't exist. She also maintains that she was there at his side as he
Which
passed.
doesn't exist.
And I held his hand in the hospital, and that's when he turned blue, and that's when he died. That's when he died.
But there's no
So after an hour, he was okay. They took him to the hospital. He turned blue and he died.
evidence
Okay.
to suggest that Tanina was with DeAngelo
All
after he
right.
was removed from the home.
I just feel like she's very just not reliable between the actual discrepancies in both of the interviews that were immediately after the thing happening. And then just even her statements in the current interview that Iwu got that
I'll tell
she's
you what,
talking about, that she was just talking about.
Who,
It's just
she
like,
is?
No, she is my best friend, but I'm okay with my best friend.
If I were you, I would call one of your doctors today who gives you that and get a recommendation to get in to see somebody.
It's just hard to lose a nephew.
I know. I just,
And have your mom in prison.
pardon me?
And have your mom in prison.
I will meet you up in front. I'll come in and let you know what car I'm in, and we'll just follow you over to your house, okay?
Is my place really that different?
What do you mean?
I don't know, is it different?
Different.
You said my house was different, my apartment.
Well, you're gonna be in there thinking about stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be different.
No, like it's different. The scheme.
The scheme.
Yeah.
that's not what he said. He made it.
Um,
I think she's referencing earlier in the same interview where he was like, do you have a friend or a family member that you can like stay at their place? Because the fucking house that you're going to be going back to is the same house your nephew was murdered in. It's kind of traumatic.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Oh my god.
The paint?
Like the decoration.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you said it was different.
No, other
I heard it
people
was different.
have described it as that.
Oh no, is it bad?
I don't know. I
don't want the media in my house.
well, they're not coming in.
This odd tangent likely left detectives with more questions than answers, and one
No
has to
shit.
imagine that the major inconsistencies between her two interviews also left them unsure of the truth.
Yeah, I feel
Among
like
her
she'd be labeled
contradictory statements were her
unreliable as
claims
fuck.
about sleepwalking, along with various times that she believed she woke up the morning DeAngelo drowned.
When I woke up, my mom had knocked on my door. It was 3 a.m. in the morning.
I woke up at 7.
That happened to me at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think he drowned like maybe an hour or so prior to
Prior to you.
waking up.
The 911 call was made at 7:14 a.m., which better aligns with her waking up at 7 a.m. and not an hour prior as stated in her second interview. But neither can be proven.
You know, in 2009, I was kind of like a supermodel. And I think a lot of people were really kind of jealous of my success.
Bitch, what success? I'm sorry to be that motherfucker, but she was struggling to hold down a job. She was a wannabe clothes designer. There's nothing in this video that has shown off that she was like working with brands or doing anything that would be like big news or anything having to do with her hobbies. So why were you like
And I think people were really trying to hurt me, and I think they just wanted to do something.
Because if she's really suggesting,
when I read things like they want to be a vigilante
like,
and they want to come after me and they got some, you know, motive to do it, I really feel like, yeah, somebody was trying to really hurt me, and they were trying to hurt me.
Are you actually claiming that somebody was jealous of the fact that you were doing absolutely nothing and murdered your nephew?
It has. It has really hurt me. I mean, I would go to Starbucks and these girls would be like, you smell and you have stretch marks. And I'm like, why? Why are you talking? Because I'm pretty? You want to hurt me? And
like, what the fuck? That's not normal human conversation right there. That is not a normal human interaction. Those are aliens.
I'm a good person.
Who the fuck who the fuck walks up to someone and goes, ew, look at your stretch marks? What the fuck? This was somebody in her 20s. This isn't like a high school situation, dog.
Terry was officially charged with first-degree felony murder.
Good, because I'm pretty sure she did it. Like, it's either her or it's the bitch that we just heard talking, and I don't think it was her.
The 911 call itself was also
I really think it was Grandmama.
I just the prosecution
it's
and
sad that
teams.
she didn't ever. It's sad that he didn't. It doesn't seem that she ever like said what actually happened. So there's a lot of questions as to how it happened, but I don't think there's a lot of questions as to who did it. It was the grandmother.
Do about 10 times and then breathe into them again. I need you to stay calm. Stay calm. Okay. Is there two people there? Yeah. All right. I want two people. One to do the chest compressions and the other one to breathe for him.
Mom, can you come here? Can you breathe in his mouth? Breathe in his mouth. No, breathe in his mouth.
Is somebody there yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, I thought I heard a voice.
That's my mom.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
The prosecution used the call to stress Terry's refusal to help Tanina with CPR, even after being instructed to do so. The defense, on the other hand, used the call against Tanina to demonstrate that her initial behavior on the call was matter-of-fact, and that she seemed uncaring. The defense claimed that she didn't become hysterical until
her
dispatch
reaction's
started
weird.
asking her.
But here's the thing. In my eyes, what made her reaction weird, or what to me would explain away her reaction, is the fact that at that point in time, I think she already knew what happened, because I think the grandmother already admitted to what happened. And then the 911 call was placed. So I think that was her just trying to possibly do something to save the boy. Not like you could do anything to save him. He was dead.
Her questions.
Because if you listen past the first, like,
quite as distraught
10 seconds of the 911 call, it does...
I was insulted with my 911 call.
It does sound like there are points where she is panicking.
I didn't get him out of the tub first, and I apologize about that, but I was in total shock. And I didn't know what to do. It was the most shocking thing. I've never had anything ever happen to me like that. So, you know, I mean, I just want to let the truth be told that we aren't bad people. We're really good people. Yes, we do struggle with mental health, but I think everybody does.
There was no doubt that both Tanina and Terry
some
exhibited
people struggle
bizarre
more
behavior,
and they need to have more of a
and the
grasp
knowledge
on
that
things.
both women allegedly confessed to the crime only added to the confusion about what really happened. Terry's attorney suggested that her confession was the false one and not Tanina's. He fought to show that Terry's love for her daughter was greater than anything else, and that she'd do anything to protect her.
He's gonna take care of Tony forever. I mean, yeah, so this is going on. Yeah, they're gonna take care of Tony and Julio. Yeah. What do we do with Tony for everything? She's gonna stay in the apartment and take care of it. There's no food in there. Okay, but she'll figure it out because she's gonna have to get a job. She's supposed. This is the hope that she is supposed to get a food card Can you help her with all that, the food cards? Okay, and I want you to remember that I love you. You're my mom. What did Tonina say? Does she love? She's worried. She's concerned. Okay, she's worried and very concerned. I feel sorry. She's like in another world. I think that's the whole thing too. She's like in a sewing room. You know, like she's made a store. Okay, got mirrors on the wall. That's not the concern.
Jesus Christ.
DeAngelo. There's a 4-year-old son. My nephew, Mom. I take him to school. He's gone. I know. My nephew. I love him.
The defense
What the
attorney
fuck?
rationalized that Terry showed deep concern for Tanina and that she was willing to go to jail to protect her.
See, I think that was just her.
Terry was put on
I
trial.
I think, just my speculation, I think that she kept bringing up Tonina because she was concerned, because not only did she say things to Tonina in terms of like, I really do feel like she did say, oh my God, I did this and he's in the bathtub. I think she might have been slightly scared that Tonina was going to say something. And I think she was actually genuinely concerned for Tonina because she seemed to baby her the most. She was the baby out of all three of her daughters. And she still lived with her. I mean, and she struggled to do things like hold a job. So I feel like that was just her being a protective, probably overly attached, overly concerned mother, given the circumstance. Sprinkle in a little bit of concern that she might say something to someone about, what actually occurred in that house, or what happened. Because I say what actually occurred, but I feel like everyone knows that the fucking grandmother did something. It's not like it seems to be a huge surprise. Like, I don't think it was her being like, oh, I know she did it. I don't think Tonina did it. Her involvement's questionable for sure, but I don't. After hearing the parts of the interviews that I've heard, I really think it was the grandmother.
3 separate times between
That's the
2010
vibe.
and
That's
2012.
just the general vibe I'm getting. I don't know about
All
you guys,
3
but
were
that's
declared
the vibe I'm
mistrials.
getting.
The first for inadmissible statements made in court. The second because the only witness, Tanina, was unavailable for testimony. The reason that she was suddenly unavailable for testimony was because she'd been arrested for indecent exposure and assault on a police officer.
Yo, what the
However,
hell?
it's quite odd for a witness to be unavailable due to incarceration.
No shit.
Unavailable is a specific term in relation to witness testimony and relates to rules of criminal procedure. Witnesses are usually unavailable due to death, inability to be located, inability to recollect events, or an outright refusal to testify.
Today is the 23rd.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No.
The third trial was declared a mistrial due to a jury deadlock. In early 2013, however, Terry was brought back to trial for the 4th and final time. Tanina didn't testify in her mother's 4th trial, but her previous testimony for the prosecution was permitted, in which she told the court that her mother admitted to her that morning that she'd killed
Which I do
DeAngelo.
believe that's actually what happened.
While both legal
quite
teams never
honestly.
disputed that DeAngelo had been murdered, the defense was adamant that Terry was desperate to cover for her daughter and
What
believed
the
that her
hell?
behavior, her claim to having snapped, phone calls, and refusal to testify were all to protect Tanina. The prosecution maintained that there was no evidence to support this theory. Yet on March 11, 2013, 2 years after
Again, I come
DeAngelo's
back
death,
to the most
Terry
damning thing for me is the fucking defensive wounds. Because anyone's gonna fight, but I mean, you put anyone in water like that, they're going to fight back. There's going to be marks on whoever did it. I'm sorry, it's just a fact. And they don't ever mention it so far in this fucking video. I'd love to know again if they actually did like take note of Tonina's hands and arms and even her face. The day and the days after the murder actually happened, because I'd love to know if she had any marks, because they have pointed out that Grandma definitely did have marks on her hands and on her arms, which would kind of line up with someone drowning someone.
Rita Borgia was found guilty of felony murder. She was sentenced to life in prison, where she died from cancer.
So
in
she
May
was
of
sentenced in 2013, so that's what, 5 years?
2018.
She spent 5 years
I
in
really
prison.
think the sentence that they gave her was so harsh.
She
I
murdered
think the
someone.
law is such a travesty.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think she should have been in there that long.
She murdered your nephew.
I think that, she got cancer. I don't think they helped her at all with cancer. She absolutely died, and they didn't even tell me she was dying. I saw my mom in a coffin. I didn't get to say goodbye to my mom. I didn't get to say anything to her. I didn't get to introduce her to my kids. I mean, wow, my mom was a dog. You know, I mean, the law is just, it's awful.
Where the fuck does that statement come from? Your mom being a dog. Huh? Like, that seems to have cut. That could be they just cut, like, something in the interview weird, for sure. But, like, that's just weird, bro.
Something just absolutely needs to be done about it. You know, I mean, you think it's so great. It just absolutely isn't. It's just not fair.
I don't think anyone's
And
praising
I
our
tell you,
justice
these people,
system,
like,
but
their
I do feel
biases
like your
and
mother
opinions, like,
did
everyone's
deserve
listening to them.
some
And they just
significant
think
jail
they're the
time.
right. It's not. It's
And
absolutely not.
definitely
And I wish people would
medication.
just
Lots of
think outside
medications.
the
Just like
box
you,
and start asking
Tonina. Just like
questions.
you.
My family didn't know who
Like,
to
I
blame
really
or
hope
what to
she's
blame.
actually on meds
We
now.
still
Like,
really
like
don't
consistently
know
on
what
meds.
really happened. I don't know if it really is my mom. It's definitely not me. But I do believe that someone did come.
She fucking thinks some motherfucker came into her house because they were jealous of her for, like, no actual real reason, drowned a child, and then got out and didn't leave any evidence. She's really spitting that out like it's a fact.
Come into our house. I mean, I was
Like,
sleeping
what the fuck?
at night. And
There's
I could
no
feel myself
goddamn
moving
way.
around, like somebody was moving on and off my pants.
There's no fucking way.
I did have this weird dream about people from my high school and moving in seats with them. And when I
You didn't mention any of this in any of your interrogations, and the time that you did mention dreaming, at least that they've shown in this documentary, you said you were dreaming about going shopping, which was weird for you, and that's as far as it went.
woke up, I was in different clothing, and it was just absolutely bizarre.
Huh?
You know, it's
Huh?
interesting because I was picked apart, and I was insulted on everything that I did.
When we asked her directly,
It's
what she
frustrating,
remembers
but I
about her
think that the
nephew,
main
Tonina had this
perpetrator
to
was
say.
punished.
I remember a little bit about him, and it's only because I had to work so hard. My dad passed away at 20 years old, so I had to work 2 jobs. So I never got to really spend like that much time with him. I never got to spend like birthday parties, and I only saw him once in a while because I had bills and I went to college and I had to pay student loans.
Okay, so she did have some stuff going on.
That I was just always working.
The way
and my sisters were really
the way this has made it sound for her, this fucking video so far, is that she struggled to keep jobs. So I didn't know if she was currently employed or what the situation was when this happened.
mad that I couldn't spend time, but I was like 26 and I had to support myself. And, you know, I've been supporting myself on my own for a long time. And with Mark, he helps me, but it's been a huge struggle.
The conflicting details she gives may be indicative of deception, or simply a safeguard put up by her own mind. Memories can be untrustworthy, especially regarding trauma.
And it has been a
Individuals can
significant
believe
amount of time.
things that could not have
This
happened.
happened in
Yet
2010.
the memories are incredibly distinct. Finally, there's the matter of the odd reference to Eminem's song 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, you mentioned
A
that
look at
earlier.
the lyrics reveals something rather eerie, but we'll let you decide.
Oh no.
When I woke up, my mom had knocked on my door. It was 3 a.m. in the morning. And it's interesting because Eminem has a song. 3 a.m. in the morning, put my key in the door, bodies laying all over the floor. I don't remember how they got there, but I must have killed them. And I think it's a really interesting song because that happened to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how that happened.
Some of the lyrics read, pushed him into the stinking tub, cut him up into pieces, and just when I went to drink his blood, I thought I ought to drink his bathwater. That ought to be fun.
What the hell?
We reached out to Tonina to clarify some of the seemingly conflicting statements she made, but we haven't heard back. It's important to note, however, that Tonina has never been charged for DeAngelo Tobia's.
Here's what I have to say again. I really don't think she actually played a part in his death. I think she played a part in knowing possibly how he actually died, or at least knowing, having firsthand seen and heard a confession from the grandmother. But I don't think the vibes I get between the interrogation interviews and what information is shown is in this video. I don't think she actually actively played a hand in killing him. I don't think. I really think it was a sad situation where the grandmother snapped because of stresses and other things, and I totally need counseling, she says. Detective responds, "You're definitely a candidate. Understatement of the year." Yeah, the fact that she wasn't charged is a little surprising just because of how much she flip-flopped. But the detective did kind of, like, drop the ball big time. And I know why she wasn't directly charged. I know why. It's because there's nothing directly tying her to it. Like I said, the biggest thing for me with the grandmother is those defensive wounds. Because if she had wounds on her as well, then I could see her getting a charge. Because that's actual proof that something happened. Let's see, I read in a separate article that during a jail visitation with DeAngelo's parents, Terry mouthed the words, "Tonina did it," but she wouldn't say it out loud to them. I think the little boy woke up early that morning and was playing loudly. Tonina snapped, beat the hell out of him, and the grandmother tried to intervene and was attacked as well, which is why she had scratches on the arms from Tonina, not DeAngelo. I think Tonina put him in the tub to drown at least an hour before she actually called the police and cut up his shirt and a piece of shower curtain to try to come up with a story about someone else from the home. In the home. But here's what I have to say. The only problem I have with that, like, that's totally valid, I think, because no one knows what actually happened. I would love to know if they found the piece of shower curtain. I didn't catch if they said if they did or not, but did they find the piece of shower curtain that she references? And, like, was there ever any answer for his clothes being cut off or some shit? A lot of people in comments automatically think that Tonina did. What do you guys think? I think it's more of a 50-50, but I can't get over the fact that the grandmother has defensive wounds. Like, it wasn't brought up in this video at all whether or not fucking Tonina had any type of, like, defensive wounds, because that's a big thing, and a lot of people don't think about it, but, like, if she didn't have anything going on, like, she didn't show any sort of anything, then that would make me lean more towards the grandmother. When the mother says to her daughter, Vicky, what did Tonina say? Does she love me? It told the whole sad story. This mother was concerned for her daughter's well-being over her own. She was concerned for everyone but herself. I think she wondered if Tony would actually go through with the fake confession and if Tonina would maybe finally show undying love and devotion to a mother who would stand in the gap the way she did for her. Of course, it didn't happen. Tonina let her mother take the fall, that loving grandmother. So a lot of people think that the grandmother did not drown the grandson. I don't know, because they both had very similar, it seems, because they're taking similar meds. They had similar mental health issues as well, which doesn't help. And they lived in the same household, so, like, they probably fed into each other's anxieties and concerns, which probably doesn't help either. This one is wild. I watched the first few minutes of this, and then I stopped and I was like, I need to watch this on the Twitch, because this is just weird as fuck. This is another one, and I kind of love the videos coming out somewhat recently that shine a light at more and more on girlfriends and wives being abusive towards their spouses, because again, I don't feel like there's enough of a highlight on the fact that domestic abuse happens to everyone. But I literally made it like 3 to 5 minutes into this, and I was like, I need to watch this on Twitch, because this is fucking wild. This is by Real Bodycams. I love their channel because it's real bodycams. Austin, please! And it is something. It is warning right now for everyone in the audience. It's a domestic violence situation, but this motherfucker annoying as a bitch, and she's loud too. So, like, I slightly turned down the desktop for you guys, but, like, I'm going to give a sound warning as well, because she can yell. I remember that much. Ow! It's breaking my arm, Austin! Stop. Put your hand behind your back, please. Why? And I don't know any other details, so I don't know if they're going to put it, like, at the end of the video as to what she was charged with, if anything happened, like, any situation. I hope Austin's okay. I will say this right now. I hope Austin is safe. I hope she is not in his life. You know, I hope maybe therapy is a thing happening, because domestic violence situations are so messy.
What they're doing? Why do I have to?
Take a cigarette.
Austin, you said you said
His mom posted on Facebook that he had been missing and that she couldn't get a hold of him.
So she was holding him captive
Hey, stop! No. Go.
at a residence. I don't know if it's.
I walk if you let go and stop grabbing.
She has the cancer stick. Of course she does.
Right? Stop talking to him. Yes, I'm about to pay.
Go pee. Go.
The fucking cop waving her fucking hand in front of, like she's dealing with a child. We said don't talk to him. Like, it's easy to kind of laugh at it, but, like, that's terrifying. That's a whole-ass adult woman. That is, like...
Go pee. Pee your pants. If you want to pee, pee.
Oh, shit, she
On
gonna piss
November
herself.
23rd,
I
2023,
forgot about
officers
that.
in Ohio responded to a disturbance involving a stolen laptop
this is
and a
pretty
phone at a
recent.
residence. Officers had previously been to the residence to conduct a welfare check on the male resident due to his mother's concern about his disappearance.
So...
The concerned mother...
So this is at his house. She's like keeping him at his house, and I guess he hasn't had contact with his family, and I'm willing to bet it's probably because of the girlfriend.
Told the officers that a woman was staying with her son, who she believed had turned off his phone. and
Oh,
stopped him
took
from
his
contacting
fucking
his family.
phone? Oh, nah.
Later, when the man's sister went to check on him, she learned the woman had taken her brother's phone and laptop
Oh,
and was refusing to return
that's
them,
fucked up.
leading her to call the police.
So he's literally a prisoner within his own home. He's literally a prisoner within his own home. That's fucking terrifying. Like, that's not anything anyone should have to put up with.
Austin.
Yes, Ohio.
I don't have his stuff.
I asked you to get your.
Look at all the pop! Whoa, I didn't catch that the first time I watched this video. Look at all those pop figures. There's a wall of pop figures. Now I want to see this man's collection. What the fuck? That's like an actual wall.
Everywhere, Austin. Austin, no, you don't.
I promise.
Austin, they're trying to separate us again. If I get to stay with him.
Listen.
The cops will always try to separate people in domestic violence situations or any domestic situations. It's normal. It's standard. Like, nothing could be happening, and they still have to separate the parties to get information from both parties.
You two can step outside together.
It's a
Come
safety
here.
thing.
Everybody, Austin, protect our stuff. Make everybody come outside. Austin, everybody. Don't leave anybody
Was
in
she
here alone with
living
your
with
stuff.
him, too?
I'm trying to protect both of our stuff. Austin, they're trying to separate
Okay,
us.
let me take the sister.
Okay.
Let me take the sister. Come out here.
They're trying to separate us. Look, you cannot separate us
All right.
from this.
Do me a favor.
Do not
Step
separate-
downstairs for me. I'll come back down here and talk to you in a minute.
Is in that bag that she won't get back. His computer and his
All of
phone
our stuff is together. He's getting ready to plug it in. That's all they care about is your computer and your phone. Think about it.
Because
That's all.
mine.
Look, your sister.
She is in his fucking face.
Why does he care about your computer phone?
She is
I
in
know.
his face.
It's his which you can have.
Hey,
You know
Austin.
that. Why do you don't tell him where it's at. I don't. He was getting ready to plug it in. Austin, why are you do not separate
Come
us.
here, Austin.
Austin, you're protecting
come
me.
here.
Austin.
Oh my god.
Austin, come here. Come here.
Do not, Austin.
All right, still listen.
They're separating us. Austin.
Still listen.
Austin, please.
Do you want her in the house with you?
Austin.
I was just trying to help her.
Look at all of I'm sorry, I'm getting very easily distracted, and this is a shitty situation, but I just look at all those pop figures. My boy Austin collects shit, dog.
Do you want her to stay in the house with you?
What the hell is going on?
I need to figure out.
I
Do you
know.
want them to leave?
Not separate us, Austin.
Or do you want them to stay?
We were going
Or
to
do you
spend
want her to
Thanksgiving
leave?
at Austin. Your family didn't even want you to spend Thanksgiving this year, Austin.
I'm in it.
Me and you were going to spend Thanksgiving together. Austin,
Stop
you said you believed.
Stop
Hey.
talking.
That fucking God bless that fucking female cop right now. Stop talking. Just stop talking. You have the right to remain silent. Like, yeah, she's not arrested yet. I'm sure it's coming, but fucking.
Hey, listen. Last time. Stop talking for 5 minutes and let me talk to him. You got me. Listen.
See him.
Stop.
Can you talk to us together?
No.
Why
I'm
can't we
talking
be
to
together?
Austin.
This is scary.
Look, we can never
Look
be
at my
together.
man. He is
Just
fucking
wait.
contemplating
I
his
ain't talking
entire
to him.
life
I'm not
right
trying
now.
to I'm not trying
I
to take
don't
him
know
away.
what's going on either. I'm
If you
scared.
just wait. If you wait 5 minutes
Come in
and
here
let me
with
talk
us
to
together.
Austin.
No, because he has to talk to him first.
Yes.
Fine, Austin.
Listen.
Me and cops in here together.
Stop. Calm down.
Austin, look at me.
Austin needs to drop this hoe. That is terrifying. Like,
This is
real
your
talk,
place.
that
You
is.
tell me what you want.
Austin.
and that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know if I don't get her.
You just don't know what you want.
No, we're not. Why is this involved property? I thought it involved his safety.
So,
What you guys care about his property is not his safety.
hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you one more time, okay? I need you to
Like,
calm down.
she is really weaponizing his family. Granted, we do not know, like, the details and ins and outs of his relationship with his family, but she keeps bringing up that, you know, they're just trying to separate us. They just care about your stuff. Like, she's using language that very much is, your family doesn't care about you, the cops don't actually care about you, but I care about you. And you wouldn't do anything to stop that, right?
Please calm down.
All they care about is your property, not your safety. Think about it. That's all everybody's asking
I
for
would.
is your property.
This cop is above me, and I know they can't do this, but I would shut the door in her face. I would shut the door in her face, and I would hold that motherfucker closed while Austin sorts out his business. Because, motherfucker, what?
Austin, please come back to me.
She's probably gonna get a little bit hairier because I'm gonna take him downstairs. Come on, let's go downstairs and talk.
Don't separate us.
I'm not trying to take you away from your place. I just want to take you downstairs so then you can actually talk to me without her. All right.
You saved me.
Austin, go, Austin, run!
You settle down right now.
Settle down if you don't leave my side. Austin,
Settle down.
Then come to me. Don't leave me. Don't go down there. Don't go down
She
there.
is
Don't leave me,
begging
Austin.
him. Oh my god.
Where are your stuff then?
Austin, don't do anything.
Austin needs to run. Come on, Austin.
He's trying to block our sight, Austin.
Dude, she's on the floor! She was on the fucking floor! She was on the floor begging. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Like, the sister's trying to talk to him. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the sister. That was his sister saying, Dad wants to talk to you. He's been trying to talk to you. Like, oh.
Austin. Austin, don't.
You're good.
I refuse to believe there's any fucking pussy that is worth this. Like, it is not worth it. It is so, Austin, it is not worth it. Walk down those steps. Fucking walk down those steps, Austin. I believe in you.
Freaking out. Settle down and.
As long as you stay up here with me, Austin.
He's gonna go talk to his dad on the phone.
Why do they want to separate us? They won't even let me.
Oh
out.
my
You
god.
have to come to me. Can I stay?
Listen.
Because you're a fucking parasite. Holy shit.
Don't show him where it's at.
Listen.
Don't show him yet. Can I come in, Austin?
No.
Austin.
Oh my god.
Don't show them. You have to plug my phone in, Austin. Austin, don't show them. Don't shut the door, Austin. Austin, no. Austin, no. Austin, he's smiling. Let me in.
The cop. I don't doubt the cop is smiling because you're a fucking creep, dog.
Put your hands on me. You're gonna
Oh
get
my god.
Stop.
She gonna get fucking arrested, dog.
Austin, you have to save me. Austin, don't give it to him.
Oh my god. This bitch has problems. I also love how the fucking sister and I assume some other relative is just at the bottom of the stairs watching this go down because they're trying to. The vibe is they're just trying to help their sibling, or at least she is. Again, I don't know the relation of the dude down there. I don't know if that's a dad. I don't know if it's a brother. I don't know if it's a fucking uncle or I don't know. But like the sister obviously seems to be concerned. She made her way all the way here. I think she's the one that called the cops or initiated the cops coming. Like. Oh my god, I'd be losing my shit. She's on the ground again!
He said I could stay.
Why does she keep dropping to the ground?
Austin, open the door. Open the door, Austin.
Oh, they actually did close the door.
Let go. Let him open the door.
She's gonna have a panic attack because she can't see him.
Austin, please.
She has to maintain eye contact with Austin at all times, or it's a problem. Like, that's fucking terrifying! There's no situation where that's fucking healthy. I don't care what the fuck is going down, dog. That's not okay. Oh,
please don't.
God.
Austin, they just got us separated. They got me on the outside and you on the in.
Oh my god. That is
people
some
sleeping?
fucking nightmare fuel,
I'm gonna
dog.
need you to calm down.
What is he doing?
He's talking.
He's fucking
Austin,
talking
you're
to a
arresting
cop.
Austin.
Rightfully so.
Stop.
You're not allowed to do this. You have to let us see each other.
What?
You're breaking the rules, Austin.
What?
Austin.
You just sit down here.
Okay, watch out. I'm gonna walk out. Austin, can I still stay, Austin? Can I come back in? Austin, can I come in? Austin, can I come in?
Hey, listen.
Austin.
You're gonna get me with loud
No,
noise
Austin.
right now.
Right, so all you have to do is end this.
Let her come up here. Who's on the phone?
Jesus
Come in
Christ.
on the phone.
So it sounds like, I don't think they explained in the beginning, but it sounds like she doesn't actually live here. This is his house. She might have been like staying there temporarily or visiting or whatever. Like, so she is either homeless or has her own place. She just doesn't want to fuck off.
Austin, can I come in?
And on top of that, she took his laptop and
Austin, my dog
she took his fucking laptop and his fucking phone because that's not weird or creepy.
in there. Can I come in, Austin? They're not letting me in.
You already.
I love how she keeps putting her hands up, but she's still. Oh my god!
Austin,
Hey, stop!
no.
You just grabbed me,
I
alright?
didn't grab you. Everybody's been hurting me and I don't know why.
No one's
What
touching
the
you.
Austin,
fuck?
did not show your sister.
She needs help,
What the is going on?
and she needs to be away from
What is
Austin.
going on?
They
I want to know what's going on with you.
Me too.
what the fuck?
Are you going? There's something going on.
No.
So we better.
But weeping.
We're getting married.
What the fuck?
I'd like to talk to him, please.
Well,
Can I have a lighter, please? Do not, ma'am.
maybe.
Austin.
Hey, listen,
Wait.
listen, listen. What I'm gonna tell you is,
Like, was she knocking
you're
on
not
the
gonna tell me
fucking
what to
door
do.
underneath him?
Okay?
Because she was just on the
I'm looking
floor.
for a lighter to smoke a cigarette.
All right.
Go downstairs, smoke a cigarette.
I'm not leaving Austin.
Off. Right now you are.
Why?
Because I'm telling you, you're going
That's
to right now
fucking
while they're talking.
terrifying. And what's even more terrifying is that I could believe it. Look at this bitch. How do you, as a grown ass person, I don't understand how it devolves into this. Like, how do you behave like this? You know? Like, I really genuinely hope that they part ways and Austin does not have to deal with her ever again. And I hope she gets therapy, because she needs therapy. Because this isn't okay for any party involved. This is not healthy.
Okay, you're causing
How
more
is this
of an issue
21
right now than
minutes?
what needs to be.
Austin.
There's people in 1003 is trying to sleep and they can't because you're out here
No, no, no.
yelling.
We tried to get them up because they have kids stuff out here.
At what point? The jacket? That's kid stuff?
Austin.
The only thing? The rest of the stuff is attire?
They're trying to take me away. Only you can save me,
He
Austin.
said there's no reason for her to have it, so he took it out.
Austin, look, last night I could
it
walk
wasn't the
with
phone
the
that
door.
was
I know
missing.
you believe, Austin.
It
You
was
said you believe.
You know what? And I hope they show it, but I don't know if they're going to show it because I don't know how long this drags on. But I kind of hope they show the body cam footage from the one cop talking to Austin. Because there was that little bit where a cop was inside the house with Austin. I assume asking just basic questions about the situation. I think he's on the phone with his dad right now. Well, if there's children, then maybe.
Austin, you said you believed in me and I believed in you.
Yeah.
You open the door.
It's gone.
We are allowed to.
Can we go in?
Austin.
No, hey.
Yo, it's editor. It's
They're
going
trying to take
okay.
me away again.
This motherfucker crazy, editor. This bitch crazy. There's no way pussy that good.
Don't you
Austin.
touch me.
Austin, you can't do this. You have to. Oh my
What do you
God.
mean you can't do this?
That's
It's
the best
his
part.
fucking house. He gets the
I
pig.
don't know what the hell is going on. Austin, Lily, and me, and you. Austin, we talked about it last night.
Hey, you want to go downstairs?
I
I'll
want
give
to
you a
get my
lighter.
stuff. I'll get my stuff.
Listen, you want to go downstairs? I'll give you a lighter.
How do you have a lighter? You don't have a lighter. I don't want to go downstairs.
I do have a lighter.
Austin.
How do you know if the cop has a lighter? What the hell? Huh?
Austin, this cop is trying to make me go downstairs. Austin, only you can make me leave. What the?
Oh,
This motherfucker
What is
weird,
going on?
God.
I don't know. What's going on? You tell
This
me.
is an abusive
I can't-
editor. This is an abusive girlfriend situation. This is a DV situation. This is the boyfriend's place. This is Austin's place of residence. That chick, I guess, has been staying there. All of a sudden, the family's worried because he's had, like, no contact with them. And the sister, either the sister or the mother called for a welfare check, and then the sister also called in for something related to it. So when the cops got there, the sister was there, Austin's there, and the girl's there, and they're just trying to separate them to get the situation. And this chick is throwing herself at the ground, like, trying to fucking claw her way back into the building.
You have to let me back in, please.
I
This
can't tell you what's
motherfucker
going on.
crazy.
But what I can tell you is you're really too close to me. If you would, scoot back.
Can you give me a lighter?
Yeah, if you want a lighter, I'll get you a lighter.
Sit down. Austin, can I have my stuff?
Hang on.
Austin, please give me my stuff. Austin, they're
Ain't
taking
got
me
one.
away.
All right, let's go downstairs.
Hi.
Let's go downstairs. Come on.
Austin,
Come on. Let's go
I would
downstairs.
like my stuff, my dog.
I'm going to ask you one more time to come
I would
downstairs,
upstairs.
please.
Can I have my stuff?
Yes, we're going to get your stuff here in a minute.
Okay, in a minute.
Yes, let's go
Austin,
downstairs.
They're making me leave.
She has a
Austin.
We're not
dog,
making you leave,
apparently.
We're just trying to separate you.
I'm scared for that dog's welfare. Can we get a welfare check on that dog, please? Because I don't trust her handling herself, let alone a fucking animal.
And
And
let you go
DVA
down
him
there.
too.
Okay, we're going to let you go
I
downstairs
assume,
and talk to
okay,
that story.
I'm going to guess, because I stopped watching this like 5 minutes in when I decided I was going to watch it on twitch.tv, whatever with you guys. I'm going to guess that they're going to have to drag her away. I don't know if she's going to get arrested. We'll see how that escalates. But I'm going to guess, hopefully, fucking fingers crossed, Austin decides to kick her out, puts her stuff out, and then she has to leave with her stuff. Because when, at the very beginning, it showed her, like, laying on stuff, and I don't think that stuff's there right now. So I think that's her shit.
Sergeant.
I don't want to talk to a sergeant.
That's what I want you to do.
Why?
Because.
Okay, in a minute, please.
No, I want you to go downstairs.
Let me get my
I'm
dog
going to ask you
and
one
my
more
drink
time.
and my lighter.
I'm going to ask you one more time.
Austin, come and save me, Austin!
Come on.
Don't
Let's
touch
go.
me, please, Austin.
Let's
You
go down.
said that he had to make me leave. Austin,
You're not leaving. I want you to come
Austin,
downstairs.
if I go downstairs, Austin, they're gonna take me.
What the
Who
fuck?
are you to this situation?
I'm her ex-husband.
His mom posted on Facebook that he had been missing.
Holy shit, what the fuck? You have her ex-husband fucking rocking,
Hours,
2 hours.
and that she couldn't get a hold of him.
Who's
I reached out
ex-husband?
to his mom, and I've been talking on the phone with his mom. His mom's on the phone right now with us.
Right.
She just wanted me to come over and make sure that nothing happened to her daughter while she came over here to check on him.
Okay, so if what he's saying is true, he's the crazy bitch's ex-husband. He saw something on Facebook, reached out to Austin's mother. What in the fuck? And he was like, that bitch crazy. I'm going to keep your daughter safe while we figure this shit out. What the hell? Massive W for this man, because he could have just not been involved himself. Like, he could have probably very easily been like, that bitch crazy and I'm done with this. But he still kind of showed up. And, like, mad respect there.
Is she over here? Who's over here? Her daughter is. She's up there.
She's on the phone with the mom.
Hey, Ravilla.
Austin, only you can save me.
What the hell?
Come in or just hold this door.
And protect me, Austin.
I'm going to go talk to Orha.
She's on the fucking ground. What the hell?
Stop it. He told you 15
She's
times to
acting
sit
like
right
a
there.
fucking
Just sit right there
child.
for 5
Like a
seconds.
whole ass
Sit right there
child.
for 5 seconds.
Okay.
So I can talk to him and you can figure out what's going on. Because you don't know what's going on, obviously, because you're freaking out. So just give me a second.
I haven't
Give me a
seen my
second.
friend in 2 years. I haven't seen him in 2 years. Austin, listen to them. Do you see what they're saying?
Alright, we're gonna bring all your stuff out.
Austin.
Dude, I love Austin. The fucking door fucking creeping open. Austin just standing there. Just like, oh, God.
Austin, can I still stay?
No, slide your butt back. Here,
No,
get back.
you told me how to call Austin.
Get back.
Look. What they're doing. So come out here and talk to me, Austin.
Who's sisters in there?
Austin.
Hey,
Oh, is that her shit?
Austin.
That her shit?
you're getting way too close.
Austin, they took my stuff. Austin, they took my bag. Austin, they took my bags and my passwords. Austin. They did not. Yes, they did. They're not in here, Austin. Austin, my jack bag, my red bag.
What is a jack bag?
Austin, look at me.
Oh my God. She is very concerned at keeping eye contact. This just comes off as so fucking manipulative. Holy shit.
You want to smoke a cigarette?
Austin.
Would you like to smoke a cigarette?
Austin, he's
Are you going to
smiling,
smoke that
Austin.
cigarette?
You guys are doing this to him when we were sleeping.
That's what I do best, to smile.
Austin.
Okay,
I was your own.
I like the cops in this situation, Doc. That's what I do best is smile. Wouldn't you have the biggest shit-eating grin if you were the cop in this situation standing between her and the person that she was probably abusing? I want a fucking counter every time she fucking says Austin. No, if it was a drinking game, you would have died 2 minutes in. This is a 21-minute video, and I'm sure this is not the last time we're going to hear her say Austin.
Only friend at work. Look at me, Austin.
Not being a good friend.
Austin, they're gonna take me away as soon as you put all my stuff out. Only you can say I can stay, Austin.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
And I don't want to be taken.
Austin, you won't.
See, that cop is bigger than me, because I would have leaned my fucking face over to block her point of view and been like, Austin doesn't want to speak to you. You're an adult. Take a step back or face charges. Like, bro.
Austin!
Look at her!
Ma'am,
She
what
is
your
on
name?
the
What is your
ground. She is on the ground again.
Sorry.
I'm just waiting for her to fucking gremlin try to like crawl through the legs. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Tanya.
Austin!
You're not making
Oh, her name is
Austin.
any of
Tanya.
this any better.
Austin, please!
Can you make sure you got all your stuff?
And go where? He crashed my car.
Right now, just
Right?
make sure you have it all.
Take the blame for your car.
Like, look at that shit.
Austin, look at me.
I would have my, I don't know, I'd be a horrible cop in this situation. There are two situations in which I have no chill, and that's drunk driving situations, because I feel like there is no, it is basically cut and dry every time. If you are drunk driving, I do not fuck with that. I do not fuck with that at all. Like, I believe you should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. And domestic violence situations, especially obvious domestic violence situations where someone is an obvious manipulator / abuser. Both of those situations make me want to punch humans. Like, they just do. They instill that rage into me.
This isn't any battle. We're not.
Look
doing
at
any
her
battle.
go!
Austin! What is going on? Austin! Her dog?
I'm proud of Austin, though, because Austin's kicking her ass out. Let's fucking go. Massive W for Austin.
No, you're not.
Austin!
Because, you understand me? You're not.
Austin!
You are not. You might want to start taking your stuff down the steps.
Austin!
The best part.
Austin,
Start grabbing
please talk
stuff.
to me before you leave. Can I have a hug? Austin, please
No.
talk to me.
No.
Austin, my best friend.
Right
Austin,
now, no.
you're throwing your
Doesn't
stuff
seem
out.
like it, man.
Austin, please. Austin, look. He's going whoop whoop. Austin. Why are you smiling? This is not funny.
Walk downstairs.
Everybody's been separating me from my best
It is very funny.
friend.
Walk
He's
downstairs.
my best friend.
And she keeps saying that he's like her best friend. Then why were you cutting off communications? And why were you taking his shit? I just look, Austin. He's going whoop whoop.
Okay. You're treading on thin ice.
I love that though. I like
touching
the
him,
cops
don't get in
here.
his face.
Let's fucking go.
You're not getting back in the apartment. He done told you, so quit trying to push past him.
We stand a cop that has fun with someone who is a manipulative, possible abuser.
Austin, I put gas in your truck. Can I put my stuff in your truck, Austin? Austin, I
No!
cannot carry all this
Don't
tape.
no,
know where you're at
Austin.
right now?
Don't
Yes,
let
I
her.
do.
Don't fucking let her.
Ohio.
Damn,
Okay.
all her
What
shit's
day
out.
is it?
Austin.
All her fucking shit's out. Again, I want a welfare check on her dog.
Exactly. I know where I'm at.
I would like
Austin,
a welfare check on her dog,
Austin,
please.
Listen to me. Listen. Austin, let me
Oh,
answer
he
this.
doesn't want her. Tanya, get off the porch. Where do you want to go?
Austin, can I put my stuff in your truck?
They're
Can you
gonna have
take
to
me somewhere
drag
safe?
her off the
Where do you
fucking
want to
porch.
go?
Austin to take.
He's
a question.
Yes.
I want Austin to take me. Austin is not going to be doing anything with you, madam. That is not what's happening here. Like, she expects the cops to be like, oh, shit, she got us. And then Austin walks down the fucking steps and takes her somewhere. No!
Yes, Austin. Yes.
Hey,
She just said no.
I'm going to tell you one more
Hey,
time.
he just asked.
Don't
He asked.
touch me.
Austin. Yes, I do. Can you unlock your truck, Austin, so you can take me somewhere safe, please?
Okay.
Austin, yes. I want you to take me somewhere safe. He said it. He said yes.
No.
He said yes. He said yes.
He did not.
No, he
Yes,
did not.
he did.
Damn.
Fine, let's go.
Let's go.
Go downstairs.
We're going.
You said yes.
Let's go.
Austin, will you take me somewhere safe? Look at them. Austin, please.
Aw.
Will you still take me somewhere safe? Austin.
Go.
Let me get my stuff.
All right, we're gonna.
Austin,
Come on.
please.
Come on.
Walk. I will if you stop. Get your hands off. Austin, this is not okay.
Walk.
He said he
Walk.
would take me somewhere
I'm
safe.
telling you right now.
I'll tell you one more time, or we're gonna make you.
No.
No, that's out of the question.
Come on.
Go.
You better walk or you're going.
He said
All right.
yes.
No.
I walk if you let go.
The
and stop
fucking
right.
cancer
Austin,
stick just
you said
adds
you'd
to
take
it,
me
man.
somewhere safe, right?
I just want to add, I don't think that's the reason why Austin wants to change his name after this. I think Austin just wants to stop being Austin, you know? I feel like for safety reasons, do you want this motherfucker to pull up? I feel like Austin should be looking at other places to stay. Possibly a name change. I feel like Austin needs to do some things. Because this motherfucker crazy.
Yes. Austin.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, Austin. Okay. They don't want you to take me somewhere
Hey,
safe.
let me have this stuff. I'm gonna-
Jesus
Will you still take me
Christ.
somewhere
Like,
safe? Austin,
I just get, she's still going.
Stop.
Look at that shit!
Behind your
She
back,
is
please.
still, oh, now she's arrested. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, massive W. Let's go. Oh, I hope she gets tased. I don't think she's going to, but I hope she gets tased. That's my favorite. You were told to go down the stairs so many times!
Please look at me. Get the other hand.
No, she
She's in her 20s, I think they said.
Say goodbye. Those are my glasses. Austin, look.
She's old enough. I'm sorry. This is some shit you would do if you were like 10. This is like anything over the age of 10, and this is not appropriate. It's just not okay. There's no fucking universe.
He said he would take me somewhere safe. Austin, look at me. Look what they're doing to me right now.
She's Austin years old. Oh, shit.
That one's...
Look, Austin.
I know. How old is Austin? Mentally about 7. I was going to say about 5. You're giving her a lot of leeway, dog. Her actions remind me of a Walmart child, to be honest. Yeah, it's like a really attached child that never has heard has never heard no. It's very much the vibe.
Austin, stop trying to take my glasses off.
Jesus. Oh my God. Are they going to have to drag her?
Austin,
Hey, we're going
stop.
down the steps, okay?
Austin, you said you'd keep me safe. Austin, you promised.
Austin did not realize how fucking crazy you were, lady. I don't use the term crazy lightly. I feel like she does have some severe mental illness, but like, motherfucker, what? This is an Ohio moment. This is a straight up Ohio moment right here.
Nope, we're not doing that either.
Oh!
Get in the car.
Tell me what's going on.
She's resisting! She's resisting!
Let's do it right now.
Tase her.
Austin!
Oh.
Protect me!
You got the front.
Austin! Austin!
Really?
One grabs the legs, the other grabs the hands, and the guy from the front says, whoop. Every time they walk down a step. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, but I'd watch it.
Stop.
Oh my God, get in the fucking car. Jesus Christ.
I'm about to push that thing. I'm about to pee.
Oh yeah, she threatened to piss herself.
Get in the car.
They're not.
We're not pissed.
They're not, huh? Like, she expects them to be like, oh yeah, let me just let you pop a squat on the side of the road and take a piss. That's not how that works.
I have to pee.
I feel like it is a threat, you know?
We could have already took you to the bathroom. If you would have just sat down, we would have.
I need to pee.
Oh my God.
I need to pee now.
Give us a
Oh my
second.
God. This is an actual child. For anyone who's had to deal with like an actual child, like try to get them into a car or get them to a place that they don't want to go, this is some childish behavior. I'm going to drop all my weight. I'm going to make you drag me. Well, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm thirsty. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. We're going to a place.
Pissy pants. Let me pee right here.
Give us a second.
Is she actually going to piss in the back of the cop car?
No. Sit right here. I did nothing wrong.
Oh my
You're going
God.
to jail for disorderly conduct.
For what?
Disorderly
And
conduct.
can't they also slap her with the resisting?
Can't hear
I feel like at this point they can slap her with the resisting.
I won't move. I won't fight.
We're going to have.
Let me pee, please. Let me pee. Please let me pee. Please.
Like, in the time that she's arguing, they could have already made their way to the fucking place that would have a fucking toilet!
Let me pee. Let me
weren't stopping. Here you go.
I need to pee.
I gave you a little bit of break.
I'm trying to pee. Ow. Let me pee, please. I got it. Please, I want to pee. I'm going to piss my
Your
pants.
hands are handcuffed behind your back. It's your purse.
Give me that back.
Will you stop it?
All right, in the car. In the car.
I hope to God she's getting smacked with a resisting charge, too.
I'm about to piss. My pants.
Go pee. Go pee. Pee your
Okay, I
pants.
have to pull my
If you want to pee, pee.
I have to pull my pants through.
No, pee right there.
The fucking cop. Fine, if you want to pee, pee! What the fuck? I mean, I get it, but like, goddamn. He's like, just go piss then. I don't give a fuck.
Like a 2-year-old.
That's actually a question I have. Who has to clean the piss out of the squad cars? Because this happens probably a significant amount of times. Either from people being disgusting or drunk motherfuckers. You know? Do the cops have to do it, or do they actually have, like, people to clean the cop cars when they go into the like, are they in charge of that? I don't know how that works. And does that, it probably varies from state to state to a certain degree, I would think, because that's how a lot of the cop stuff works. Stuff varies from state to state. I'm very curious
We can get you in the car.
Let me pee. Right here. I can't run nowhere, can I? I can't run anywhere. I can't run anywhere. I've done nothing.
Just ropes in the truck. That's it. Are you done?
Bro, I'm about to do another Google search that's gonna have the FBI agent that watches me question what I do.
God, please pee. You're breaking my wrist. Please.
Well, then calm down. Yeah, come on. Let me get you in the back seat.
Let me pee first. Please let me pee. Can I pull my pants out and pee right here? Please.
No, you can't pull it out. You're gonna expose yourself, and that's enough.
I don't care.
Nope.
Please let me.
We're not gonna do that.
After securing the suspect in hobbled restraint, officers placed her in a patrol car for transport to jail.
Why are you guys doing this?
Here.
Why? Are you guys doing this? That's not on. What is going on?
Nope.
Austin!
Put your feet in. Put your feet right where they're at. Way to go. Where's her car at now?
At a towing / impound wreck lot because she was trying to tell me I wrecked her car, and it's because I was the one driving, which I was not. She was driving, and she were trying to get to somewhere where she had to go, and she was saying that trying to put the blame on me that I wrecked her car, which I did not. Yeah.
Yeah, from my
yeah,
from my basic Google search, it looks like it does vary from state to state, and if it's a really, really messy situation, they'll hire a professional cleaner. But like if it's a basic thing like piss or a little bit of vomit, basically the cop will just throw on gloves, pull out the bleach, and clean the car themselves. That's fucked up. I would not want to do that. I guess I mean I guess it makes sense. They're in charge of their own like the cars that they're using while they're using them, which makes sense. But like, oh god, could you imagine dealing with like a fucking grown-ass adult threatening to piss their pants or shit their pants, and then they do it in the car, and you're just like, well, god damn it, now after I book you, I have to clean this. Like, huh?
She's trying to, because now I'm going to recall my insurance.
That's a lot.
About that's all if I
if we
take
just
that off. They'll have it be on mine. I don't want mine should be
still stand by and she can come
with
get it.
insurance.
The suspect was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest.
I mean, at least that's not a lot, but
At
you
this
know,
time, the suspect's court case
at least
is
it's
still ongoing.
something. I hope to God Austin's safe. Jesus Christ, that is, oy oy oy. Austin's family needs to take this seriously and protect him from her. She's dangerous. Dear Austin, this is not love. This is not friendship. This is psychosis and stalker-like behavior. Get a restraining order, please. This person is dangerous. Let's see. God, this woman scares me. I was in an abusive relationship with a woman just like this for years and was trapped. The stress of watching her is unbelievable. She's the kind of woman that will stab you to death and say she was afraid you were leaving her. Absolute psycho. That fucking reads correct. Who wants to guess that might be a thing that actually happens in her future? I spent 3 days in a homeless shelter to escape someone just like this, and I was the owner of my house. That's fucked. Jesus Christ. Other criminals go in the back seat, and me as the cop won't be back there, so why bother cleaning it? It has to be clean. What the fuck, zombie? That's I don't think they can. No, I don't think they can. Because the whole idea is it's clean and it's recorded and it's all back to that way. Like if someone enters the car, right, and they leave drugs or other substances and it's found, it can be tied to a person. That way you can't say, oh, well, the cop car wasn't clean, so it could have been for someone else. No, bitch, that was from you. It's just something that they do. As a cop, I am the law. That's not how that works. You would make probably a good cop, and that's terrifying in the eyes of the law. Zombie would lose the job in record time. See, I don't think he would. I think he'd be just smart enough to not lose the job in record time. Man steals 2 cop cars during insane high-speed chase. This looked interesting, I'm not gonna lie. This is by Ewu Bodycam, so technically Bodycam.
With the gun in the back and everything.
Leave the piss there and reserve it for those deserving. That's a statement, dog. What the fuck? He is hauling ass!
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, he just stole another car? Is that what they're reacting to?
An interstate
the fu-
highway is
okay.
turned into a high-speed racetrack
She
with
is
a
a
cavalry
queen.
of
What are
police
we-
cars hot on the tail of a hijacked SWAT car. At the wheel, a fleeing suspect.
I need a piss unit. We have another nutcase. Man playing GTA IRL. It's only an interesting double car steal if he does it jumping from one moving car into another moving car. That's fucked up.
Seemingly
That's
off
fucked
his
up,
rocker.
brother.
You won't believe the
What the
insane
hell?
series of events you're about to witness.
No,
On Thursday,
that's
May
so cursed. I
6th,
didn't even catch what spot
2021
picked
at
that
4:16
sentence.
p.m. Cocoa Police Department in Florida receive a bizarre area dispatch, one that
Yes.
most police officers don't hear every day.
Put out a countywide bolo. Copy that. District 3 North is also aware. Give it a 2, 4, and 6, and FHB. Just 4 units out at 229.
Cocoa County police officers had responded to a report of a disturbance near a motel. When they confronted the agitated suspect, they were taken by surprise when he managed to jump into an unattended police
Cummings,
patrol
I
car
can't.
and peeled off. A hijacked police
Damn!
cruiser is already a law enforcement nightmare, but another concerning detail
I feel like you
makes
know
this
you're gonna get
particular
caught
occurrence
if you try to steal a fucking cop car. Like, I don't think that's an easy thing to just steal and then get away from and then hide.
Sitting
Oh,
in
that's
the back
fucked
of the
though.
stolen cruiser are various police-issued
Oof.
equipment items,
Oof.
including a firearm and
Oof.
ammunition. This situation is now a public safety disaster.
Because you don't know what
There's
that
no
man gonna
telling
do.
what this particular suspect is capable of.
That was going to be the 249 northbound I-95.
The high-octane chase is caught on a Volusia County Sheriff's helicopter video.
Damn.
The suspect is seen driving northbound
Yeah, they're
on
trying
I-95,
to stop the
reaching top
vehicle.
speeds of
They're trying to stop
110
the
miles
vehicle,
per hour,
brother.
with an armada of police cruisers close on his heels. An out-of-control vehicle manned by an erratic driver poses countless dangers.
Oh,
There's
shit.
not a second to waste. A deputy leading the front of the pack takes initiative, closing the gap between the stolen cruiser. He courageously uses the controversial pit maneuver to immobilize the vehicle and
Hell
run it
yeah,
off the
brother.
road safely.
Hell yeah.
Also known as tactical ramming and fishtailing,
I love how safety was in quotation marks.
and run it off the road safely.
Safely. Because I don't think there's an actual safe, like, response to, like, a car chase. I guess technically you could, like, spike strip it until the person just, like, gives up, but I don't think that's even really a thing. I mean, that slows them down, but the driver is still obviously erratic as fuck and dangerous, so...
Also known as tactical ramming and fishtailing.
Yeah,
the
boy.
pit maneuver involves stopping a fleeing vehicle by coming up on its rear and slamming into a back tire. The collision causes a spin out and usually stalls the target
Hell yeah,
vehicle,
brother.
but not without
Hell
risks.
yeah.
Under the present circumstances, police don't have many alternatives. The heroic deputy braces himself and jerks the wheel. Incredibly, the maneuver pays off. After being rammed, the hijacked cruiser careens off the highway and lodges
Nice.
itself into a heavily wooded area. Police find the stolen cruiser lodged in a thick cluster of branches.
Did he
and
steal
bristly
another
overgrowth.
fucking...
It's difficult to see at first.
Did he steal another cop car?
You have a big problem. See,
No, I don't need to fucking see your shit. I'm not playing Minecraft.
I don't think you can get the door open. He's trying to get the car out.
That's true. That is a fact.
Move to the left side. I'm gonna contact. I'm gonna contact.
Why is the audio so weird?
Out of the passenger. Shield, 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 shield. You watch the driver's
I've watched a couple of videos where that actually is a thing, where the cop's like, you know what, I don't have anything else to do, lives are at risk, I'm going to go ahead and ram them. I can't remember the last one.
Provide a shocking,
I should do some research and find a couple videos like that to watch for true crime.
Harris, wait, communication, guys. This isn't a race. This is not a race. This is not a race. What's the plan? Somebody needs to take the window off. Not ours, like you. All right, bring it.
This view is not really that great. I get it. They're trying to get closer to the car because he's armed and he could potentially just shoot.
Guys, I got a breaching tool. We need a fire extinguisher. This car's gonna catch fire. Fire extinguisher!
Oh shit! The car's gonna fucking what? What the hell? Contact him with my speed dial. Please don't tell me that as they go and he snakes around and steals their car. This is actually GTA, dude. This is, if that's the case, this is actually GTA. No, it sounds like he's in there. So how does he steal another car?
Straight in. Move.
I'm confused.
Move. To the left side of these bushes right here. To the left side of these bushes right here.
Oh, you go, doggo. You go. Just don't get shot. It always makes me nervous when the people, the criminals, the people the cops are chasing have guns or weapons and they let the dogs out. So I'm like, don't shoot the dog. Don't do it. I'm just confused to see how he does this.
You watch the driver's side? We don't know what he's got, though. You were out with him?
He's going to multiply and his double's going to steal it. I don't think that's a thing.
Almost entirely surrounded. Escape seems utterly impossible. But impossible isn't in this man's vocabulary.
What'd he do? I'm so confused. How? There's so many cops. And they're all armed. There's dogs. How does this happen? Oh, he fucking ran! Oh my god, the fucking balls. The absolute fucking titanium balls on this motherfucker. What car did he go to? Did he steal a fucking cop car? I didn't catch that. Oh, he did too! He stole another cop car! Yo! This is actually GTA. This is actually GTA. This is GTA. What the fuck? Did no one have like a taser on him? Nothing? Like, damn, bro! You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding?
No, we're not. I need resources to clear this.
Fucking goddamn.
Edgewater, stay at this scene. Edgewater, stay at this scene. God,
It will later be confirmed that the suspect snatched a can of pepper spray before ditching the mangled cruiser and hopping in another vehicle.
My
Police
god.
managed to tag him close range with a taser, but he must have some pretty thick skin
Oh,
because he was
shit.
unaffected and still managed to thrust
What
the
the
vehicle into
fuck?
gear and take off. It's hard to
This
conceive
man
of
is
a
an
more
actual
massive police
fucking
blunder. The
GTA
idling vehicle had
character.
been left unlocked with keys in the ignition, just begging to
Oh
be
my
commandeered, judging by the officer's
That's so
reactions.
fucking
They are not
stupid.
pleased with how this
Oh
chase
my-
is unfolded.
The keys were in the fucking car, like still in the ignition. I fucking can't. After they're chasing a man who already stole a fucking cop car, there is no goddamn way. What?
They now have to clean up a total police car while the
If they
suspect is back
stop
on.
him, we can turn off the cars when they get out. I just can't get over that. You weren't chasing a man because he stole a vehicle, a cop car. So what are you gonna do? Leave all of your cars unlocked with the key in the ignition, just fucking ready to go, dog.
On the road in a brand new one. As a matter of fact, it's more
Oh,
than
I
brand
can't.
New. It's an upgrade. The
Oh
second vehicle is a canine unit, typically used to hold vicious police dogs and firearms.
He stole the fucking canine dog. No! Damn.
The suspect is now practically a one-man
So I
militia in a
assume
reinforced
that the
metal
dog was
supertruck.
taken out of
Officers
that
book it
truck
back to their
because that was the
vehicles and
dog
go
they had on
pedal to the
scene.
metal.
But
The
fuck.
chase resumes
So
again at
he was already in a cop car, which wasn't good because it had weapons and stuff, and he ended up in an upgraded cop car with even more weapons and stuff.
breakneck
More
speed.
guns, and I'm assuming the actual car is armored better as well from the comments that were just made.
Whirring sirens light up the interstate as police doggedly pursue the suspect's new vehicle
Jesus
northwards for
Christ.
another 8 miles.
I
Unbeknownst to
fucking
the
can't.
suspect, a few miles ahead, officers are preparing a special welcome
Oh?
for this runaway cruiser. They aren't going
Spike
to let
strips?
this lunatic
What are
make a
we- what are we
mockery
putting?
of the law.
What are we
The
doing?
officer is deploying stop
Oh,
sticks,
stop
a
sticks.
vehicle immobilization device commonly used to halt fleeing vehicles. When stop sticks are driven over at high velocities, tires are damaged and deflate
Oh,
gradually,
so they're
allowing
not
for
spike
a more
strips, they're a
controlled
different
and
one.
safer deceleration.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he just went past the 244.
Though not captured on the body cam footage, the stop sticks are a critical success.
Yay,
Now,
let's
with
go.
air leaking out of the rogue cruiser's tires, police in pursuit are closing the gap. This NASCAR
Nice.
race is approaching its final lap. Moments later, police witness the rogue cruiser swerve off the highway and into a mud-filled median. Officers seize the opportunity.
We got one prone down on the ground.
Damn, they got the dog ready to go. Look at all the fucking cops, dude.
Central, they got one in custody.
As police handcuff the agitated suspect, he appears to have some things on his mind.
Oh,
His
no.
stream of consciousness monologue is bizarre, to say the least.
See you. Right there. Yeah. All right. F-150. F-150.
What the fuck?
Herbert. Camouflage.
Quiet.
Heads with him.
Quiet.
I'm scared with him. They try to kill me.
Oh god, this is severe mental illness.
Talk right now. That's God. God, F-150. That blue truck.
What the hell?
Blue truck.
God is
That's
an
police.
F-150.
Man down in the field. 784. Y'all see the headlights. Y'all see
He's
the
on
truck.
heavy drugs
Y'all
and or he also has severe mental illness going on. How the fuck were you able to take 2 cop cars?
What's this right here?
Say double K. Y'all say okay. Pull in. Y'all say here. Pull in Georgia. Central. Right here.
What the fuck is he?
God. They got who? The devil. FBI. Say CIA. DA. Herbert.
He
Paul,
said Herbert a
Will,
few times,
Vicky. Courtney.
but I don't know if that
Say
means
Bell
anything.
Peppers.
Bell
Dennis
peppers,
Jones
very
coming.
nice.
Derek Baldwell.
What the fuck? This man is tripping.
Florida Patrol Economics. DLT. Transportation.
I mean, yeah, I know that.
Say go. Go say true. Don't go the officer. Say help me, help me, help me. They say look, be shape. Camouflage, it's the double take.
And this also makes me wonder, has he just been talking to himself this whole time too?
They say no. They shoot me, they gonna kill me. FFP say blue. You say true. I say soldier. I ain't got the pin in my wig. Peel the cap back. Y'all say blue. They say soldier. I steal. Boy, blue.
He did say Austin. He said Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, he did.
I say no. Black, Devil, Lucy County. No, SRX. I'll go back. Y'all kill him. Y'all handcuffs on.
His speech right now is my brain at fucking 3 a.m. It's just non-stop, and it just doesn't make sense.
Check here. Y'all say soldier bulldogs. I'm trouble. Y'all say who? It's real 5-day coyotes.
What
Y'all
the
say Beyonce,
fuck?
Beyonce. Transport.
Yeah, we're just north of Williamson on 95. We're all good for.
I said I can't prove that.
Nope, we're all gonna hop in our cars and head south to you.
It's unlikely that the
Jesus
CIA
Christ.
or Beyonce will be able to prevent this suspect, 33-year-old Xavier Cummings, from going
I
to
want to
jail.
know how hopped up on shit he is right now. I think the drugs are making his brain pick up radio waves.
According to deputies, once he was taken into custody, Xavier claimed he had permission to take the vehicle by mental telepathy.
Oh.
In addition, deputies
What the
reported
hell?
that Xavier stated
He's
he
picking
used
up them.
crystal meth
Oh,
earlier
yep,
in the
that
day,
explains
and also
it.
claimed he hadn't slept in nearly 20.
What the fuck? The man hasn't slept in at least a solid day and it has had all of the subtitle had to type all that. And is on meth, dog.
24 hours. Xavier Cummings was arrested on
Holy
a boatload of
fuck.
charges, including suspicion of burglary, eluding law enforcement, possession of a firearm by a felon, and firearm theft, among others. During his hearing the following day, Xavier featured quite the memorable
what the
outburst.
hell?
When the judge denied him bond, Xavier reportedly shouted, "Illuminati, help." Xavier has remained in police custody
Yeah,
since
Xavier Cummings. Yeah, that's already been joked about.
his arrest, and a trial date has been set for January
Oh,
of
shit.
2020.
Oh my god, I might look for an update on this when the time comes and goes. But impossible isn't in this man's vocabulary. Understatement of the year. Not only is it a new car, it's an upgrade. This is this is embarrassing. That Mr. Gibberish was able to get over on them, and then one of the cops had the balls to say, "Gentlemen, good work." What the fuck? The cops are described as heroic and courageous. They missed bungling and neurotic. They aren't gonna let this lunatic make a mockery of the law. I think we passed that when homeboy jumped into vehicle number 2. I love how the fucking comment section is just roasting the cops. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I just hope that the dude left the second car going with the key. At least got talking to. There's people in the comments talking about that. It isn't abnormal for them to do such a thing when they're like coming up on a situation or a suspect. But the problem was everyone there went straight to where they thought the suspect was. No one stayed back towards the cars. Like, in most situations, they're supposed to have at least one person back with the cars. And that just didn't happen. I thought this would be kind of a fun one to kind of end on. You know, it's DUI. Apparently a mother attacks cops to save drunk teen from arrest. You guys know how I feel about DUIs, so this is just going to be... I'm going to feel anger towards the mom. It's not normally so you can speed away if needed, but in this case, he already took one. No, I know. I'm not like saying that the cops aren't at fault. They definitely are, but it's just fucking hilarious. I'm glad that it seems no one got hurt, unless they were like omitting things. I'm glad that no one got hurt. I'm glad that he ended up in police custody, and the footage is funny. That was funny. I'm sorry. That was straight up. Oh, the legs are coming up. That was straight up GTA, dog.
No,
don't you hear my kid? I didn't hear him.
You jumped on his back.
No, he didn't.
Yes, you did.
Don't touch my kid.
What the fuck?
Listen to his instructions.
Is that a fact?
Okay?
Shut up.
Go talk to the sergeant.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you ever. Who are you?
Oh.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh shit! Oh shit! She said step up to me right now. Oh my
On
god!
August 27, 2023, an officer...
Bro,
known
she
as-
said step up to me right now. Take my purse, officer. I'm about to beat this other officer.
responded to a
How fucking
sergeant's call
drunk
for
do you
backup
have to
during a
be?
traffic stop.
How drunk do you have to be to have the confidence to go toe-to-toe with a cop? Like, just plain clothes. Just toe-to-toe with a cop. Because I doubt she has weapons on her.
Upon the officer's arrival, he observed the sergeant conducting Sender's field sobriety test on a male driver. While conducting the SFSTs,
Oh, God.
suspect's mother
Okay, I thought Mom was in, like, the car with him. But apparently not. Mom fucking pulled up. How did she know? She'd be like, you, me, 1v1 right now. Absolutely. That's a gamer moment.
Pulled up in a blue Chevrolet.
He's trying to say I can't have fun. Well, why don't you just go ahead and put your phone up for a sec? Do what the officer
did he
tells you,
text his mom?
and then you can mess with your phone. I got you, of course.
I'm gonna light your way, okay? You don't need.
Of course.
You don't need the flashlight on your phone, okay? I'm gonna follow you the whole way. So you can imagine a line coming out of your left foot, right?
To this light, right?
It's not to anything. It's just
Where's the
out of
line
your
to?
left
I
foot.
don't know where I'm walking unless I know where I'm walking.
It's an imaginary straight line, okay?
Give me a proximity.
Okay. Go ahead and stay right there. I'll stand over here on this end and.
Stand where
Okay.
you want me to walk, and I'll walk there.
Okay, so
I know how to walk.
right here.
I know how to walk. I know how to walk.
He's showing you specifically how you need to. I hate this so much. And it's part of being a drunk idiot who steps behind the wheel of a car. But, like, the cops are telling you how to do a thing to see not only how well you take the instructions, but how well you apply them and you're able to actually perform the thing. So it might be important for you to shut the fuck up and watch what the cop is doing.
Go ahead and do that right now. No, not the walk. Go put your right heel.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to walk or do you want me to what?
I want you to follow my instructions.
Like, he's literally showing him what he wants to. Goddamn.
Right here.
Right there. Perfect. Now stay just like that. Okay?
I'm not going to stay like... Look at me. Am I going to stay like this, officer?
And put your arms down by your side. And so...
Officer, please tell me.
Hey.
Because he's trying to have me stand
Jesus Christ.
on Rexular.
I'm going to continue the instructions.
What was that? What was that? English?
I'm not a cop. I only have to take 9 steps, and that's a fact, right?
He is not understanding this test at all.
But listen.
Oh my God.
Listen to his instructions.
Is that a fact?
Okay.
Shut up. Okay?
Shut up. Is
That's right. Shut
that
up.
what you're saying? Shut up. Is that what you said?
That's what I said. These instructions are pretty simple.
Hold up, hold on. Because I don't deal with that bullshit.
Okay. That's all the more evidence that's going to be used against you.
I just like it, bro. Like I don't mean to be that type, but like
you have to keep your hands down by your side as we're doing this. So would you like me to explain?
You want my hands by my side? Hold
That's
up.
fine. What you're doing is fine. Okay. I got no problem with that.
Please.
So you're gonna
Do you see a problem with this?
You're gonna take 9.
And he told you there is none.
I don't have no hands, right?
Put your hands down to your side.
Look at my hands.
I understand. Put your hands down to your sides.
What the fuck is his issue?
Just like this.
Other than the drunk. Like, what is going on,
Put me
dog?
down already. If you want to beat me to shit, like put me down already.
No one is being violent. Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay, so then what's the move?
Are you gonna?
He's showing you what I can't. He's literally showing you what to do.
Okay. Well, then you're under arrest. Okay. So turn around.
Just leave your hands behind your back, okay?
Your mom can pick your car up if she wants. I got no problem with that.
Yeah, that does help that situation.
How old are you?
I just turned 19, bro.
19? Okay.
Okay, so yeah, he's 19, so his problems are his own, motherfucker. Like you made that mistake.
Hey.
Ooh, mom needs to take a few steps back. Holy shit, she came up hot, dude.
First of all, your son's been drinking. He's drunk. He's not.
They have no experience that I've been drinking, bro. Look at them. I have my shoes off.
He's refusing to do any of our tests. For some reason, he thinks we're going to beat him up. I don't know why. But everything's on recording. Both units are recording. Both our body cams are on. That's all. I don't know where this is coming from that you think that we're going to beat you up. Nobody's even yelled at you or anything. If you listen to him, he's the one with the cussing and everything else. But right now he's being arrested for DWI. We're going to let you have the car, okay? That way you don't have to pay a tow bill.
No, please don't do this, man. Please.
We already did, okay?
Please.
We've already have it.
Hey! Hey!
No,
don't you hear my
Oh my God! Yeah, she went to go hop on the fucking cop.
Tell her not to leave that, not to touch that officer.
Quit! Stop! You better quit!
Meanwhile, he's still kicking the car.
What's wrong with you?
You touched the other officer. You attacked him. You want to get charged with battery on a police officer?
Peace officer, I think is what he's trying to say.
considerate officer. What the f***'s your problem, man?
You don't touch him.
I didn't hit him.
You jumped on his back.
No, he didn't.
Yes, you did.
Don't touch my kid. Don't touch my f***ing kid.
Your
You
kid
got
made...
some problem.
Boy, your fucking kid made the decision to drink and drive. Your kid can learn his own lessons. He does not need his fucking mother showing up for him like this, fucking hopping on cops. That's some dumbass shit, bro.
Okay, whatever.
Don't touch my kid.
Okay, whatever.
You, eh?
Who?
You. You.
Keep it up.
Nah. Hey, where's my stuff?
What stuff did you lose?
I don't know what else. I don't know. Ask this one is hitting a girl. Who hits a girl?
I didn't hit you.
I hate that too. The whole, like, how dare you hit that? Like, we've watched a couple of videos where they talk about cops, like, touching a whole ass female. It's like, I watched you try to claw his face off. What are you talking about? Like, I don't think gender plays into, like, she literally tried to hop on top of the cop's back. I don't think gender plays into that, dog. I feel like in any situation, you're gonna get fucking bodied. You're gonna end up on the ground. Because that's a fucking safety issue right there.
You, eh?
Your problem is you're drunk.
You. Who cares if I'm drunk? I don't give a f***. Don't come and hit a...
I didn't hit you.
Don't hit a bitch.
I pulled you off of his back. Oh, okay. Whatever.
You, eh?
Oh, yeah.
What? Okay, hold on.
At least now we know where
Put
the
your
son
shoes
gets
on.
his horrible fucking attitude from. Jesus Christ.
We can do whatever the f*** you want. Don't fucking hit her.
I didn't hit you.
Problem?
Listen.
You guys don't fucking hit my kid. What's your...
I didn't hit your kid.
Yeah, that's the other thing she keeps claiming. There was no, like, nothing was shown. He kicked the fucking car. He
Don't
did
square
that.
off on me.
What are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh,
Who
shit.
are
She's
you?
gonna have him hold the purse.
Come on, here. Come here. You hold my purse. I'll get it with him. I'll get it with him.
Are you
Let's
willing?
go. Let's go.
You can't fucking fight the cops, dog.
I'll talk to you.
I love how cordial she is. I love how, like, cordial and calm she seems to be towards the cop that she tried to assault. She tried to hop on his back because he put her son down because her son was actively resisting going into the squad car. Like, full on kicking the squad car. But the person who stopped her is the bad guy.
What the f*** up with you? What? Who are you?
I didn't even hit you. Pulled you off of him. Go talk to the sergeant.
Don't you ever.
Okay. Talk to the sergeant.
I love how the cop is actively laughing because I would be too.
Just go ahead and send us. We had another vehicle pull up on us.
Okay, so what? That hit me. So I'm
Just like he didn't hit her, he pulled her off of the cop or off of trying to get onto the cop.
you, right? I'll fight you. I'll fight you.
He's still laughing.
Okay, whatever.
Hey, nice.
Okay. Well, don't.
Well, kind of, sort of. So, like, the thing that led to her squaring up, editor, was the one officer, the one standing in front of her talking to her, trying to talk to her right now, that was the officer that had the kid cuffed, trying to get him into the car. He walked the kid over. The kid made a move with his foot and kicked at the car, and I assume he was also struggling because you don't tend to not struggle when you do that. And that officer that's in front of her that had the kid took the kid down to the ground because it's normal for them to do that when the suspect is struggling to try to figure out how to get them into the car. She immediately took that as a sign of, like, she keeps saying that he hit him, even though that's not what happened. And she went to go fucking run up and actually hop on the back of that cop while the kid was down. And the cop that we're looking at the body cam out of, he stopped her. He picked her up and he basically pushed her over. And she is losing her mind because he dared to do that. He's saying that he hit her. and she wants to press charges. But that's not gonna happen. So now she's trying to square up to the cop while this cop is trying to de-escalate, and the fucking the cop that tossed her off is laughing at her because this shit is funny. People are stupid, and it sounds like she's drunk too. It sounds like she's consumed some alcohol, which probably doesn't help.
What, my car? Yeah.
Yeah, we're by Bill's Jumbo Burger.
We're by Bill's Jumbo
I'm gonna tow the
Burger.
car. She's intoxicated. She can't have it.
You fucker.
Okay. Hey, Goodwin.
The kid is 19, by the way, so the kid is old enough that he has to deal with this on his own.
You see everything.
Hey, good.
No.
Listen, whether you truly wanted to.
Fucking how many cops pulled up?
If you're coming at me, he's gonna defend that, okay?
Hey, Goodwin.
We are by Bill's Jumbo Burger. Might get myself a Jumbo Burger if you guys don't hurry up. Over. It looks like they're closed, possibly, but it's really hard to tell because the camera is very shitted.
We can have him get a ride.
Okay. She's intoxicated. She ain't having the car.
Yeah.
That's what I was fixing to ask her because I didn't know somebody else drove her. I thought she drove here because I was gonna do field tests on her.
No, you saw them pull up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so driver of this vehicle is driving without any lights, cuts me off. I pull him over. I smell alcohol. He's got stories that are just weird. He's telling me it's Friday. He handed me his debit card instead of his credit card.
Ooh.
Instead of his license.
How the fuck do you accidentally hand a cop, I guess alcohol, but like how do you actually hand a cop your fucking debit card instead of your license?
Jumped on your deputy's back?
Like
On the
goddamn.
sergeant's back. I said we just need to pop her for battery and appeal.
Yeah.
I don't think he
Was
wants
she
to do
even
that.
in the car?
No, she was in this car.
Oh, so she just drove
This
up?
is mom.
Yeah, I got that.
He called mom during the traffic stop.
And she shows up and jumps on his
Yeah,
back?
she shows up
Yeah,
intoxicated.
I would.
Oh, I would too. I mean, it's all on camera anyway. Her jumping on his back.
There's no need for that.
But she claims I'm the one that jumped her son, was beating him up. So I was nowhere near your son. So, yeah, she wanted my sergeant to hold on to her purse so she could fight me.
That was
Spur off of
funny.
me, lady.
That's actually funny.
You come at me like a man.
Because
I'm gonna
what
treat
the
you like
fuck?
a man.
That's what I'm saying. Gender should even
The
play
female
into that
suspect
shit.
was charged with battery
Damn!
and
She
resisting.
actually was charged with it. Let's fucking go. No, I don't think she got a DUI because she wasn't the one driving or the passenger sober, so technically it's fine. I don't fucking know. She was actually charged with battery upon a peace officer, resisting, evading, or obstructing an officer. I guess it was changed.
Awaiting or obstructing an officer. The male suspect was charged with aggravated DWI, resisting, awaiting, or obstructing an officer, and improper equipment.
Nice.
In court, the female suspect's charges of battery upon a peace officer was dismissed, amending her charge to assault upon a peace officer and resisting, awaiting, or obstructing an officer.
So she still got hit with a crime, but it was, or with a...
At this time, both suspects'
She got
court
hit with a
cases are
charge,
ongoing.
but the charge was basically lessened. Yeah. Yep. Ha! Top comment. Well, we know where the kid learned his behavior from. Stellar parenting right there, lady. Kid's getting arrested for DWI, and she shows up drunk and jumps a cop. You can't make this shit up. She is precisely the reason that her son is an entitled brat who will make his own life harder than necessary at every turn. Way to go, Mom! Like mother, like son. What a family. Jesus Christ. Damn, my son and his friend was arrested for public intoxication while at university. He called us from jail to come bail him out at 2 a.m. I knew that the policy at the police department was to separate drunk students from criminals, so we left him in jail overnight and made him pay bail and fines. It's called accountability. Honestly, though, yeah, that's what you do. I don't think there's a problem with that. I feel like motherfuckers need to know, you know? Jesus. I like this channel. This is a good channel. Real body cams. I have binged some of their older stuff. I think I'm going to call it there, though. It's 11:01 p.m. currently. I do have work tomorrow, although it's not until later in the day, so I'm probably going to stay up tonight, but more than likely I'm going to stay up downstairs, cuddled up on the couch. I haven't had a proper dinner yet because I made the cornbread for dinner, and then I came upstairs and had to do stream. So I have Hoppin' John waiting for me downstairs and cornbread. I think I'm going to peace out, go downstairs, get some food, curl up on the couch, and watch something either on YouTube or whatever. Yeah, my schedule's weird on my days off. I tend to only eat really when I'm hungry, and I'm actually kind of hungry. I had my breakfast, whatever you want to call it, closer to lunch, so. And I had some of the focaccia bread that I made and a little bit of, well, I didn't say a little, and a cup of beverage whilst I was making the cornbread right before the stream, so. Yeah. I'm gonna probably try to pack my bag for lunch for tomorrow for at work. Sometime tonight before I go to bed, but brunch. I tend not to have breakfast. I tend to basically have brunch. Because it's, I feel like brunch is for when you haven't had breakfast, but it's almost lunchtime, so you hit the fuck it button. At least that's how I've always treated it. So, yeah. Yeah. Yesterday was okay. Like I said, I was kind of suffering yesterday. I'm kind of surprised in myself that I even managed to stream because I was not feeling good. But I didn't want to do nothing yesterday, so, yeah. Today was a lot better. I actually kind of got up kind of sorted in the morning and did some minor stuff, and I have some energy now, and I don't feel as terrified for work tomorrow. I should be able to handle it now. I'm glad I was able to call in, but goddamn. If it's 10:30 or after, I don't look like I need it. I'll just wait for lunch. In that case, you should have brunch, or you should have a snack, and then you should have lunch at lunchtime, I feel. Editor, I know you. You should eat at every turn. You are a skinny boy. This is a fact. This is the way. I don't have any planned streams, if I remember correctly. I'm telling the truth. You know it! I know it! I don't have any other streams planned for the rest of the week. Nothing on Tuesday. Nothing on Wednesday. How dare you, dude? I'm talking. And nothing on Thursday because I do have work for the next few days. I actually have work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have Friday off. I work Saturday, Sunday, and then I have Monday off. I'm going back into my regular schedule. The last couple weeks have been a little weird because of the winter solstice / Yule and because of Christmas and the end of the year, but I'm settling back into my regular work schedule, it seems, so I'm going to be working those 40-hour weeks. I am going to make my schedule for the next week on Thursday, like I try to do every Thursday, and shush. And, yeah. Like I mentioned, I think in the last stream, I mentioned during one of the last streams, I'm planning on going into work tomorrow and basically asking the manager above my manager if it would be possible for me to pick up any overtime hours on the days that I'm already scheduled to basically work 11 to 11, because the two shifts they like to throw at me is 11 to 8 and 2 to 11, so I figure I can just combine the shifts for when I want overtime. That way I still keep my days off, but I do get a little bit of overtime. We'll see. Worst case scenario, she'll say no because they're not able to do overtime because the company's weird, and I don't know if it's New York law or it's just the company being the company, but sometimes I'm allowed overtime and other times I'm not, so I figured I would try to actually make an effort to log in some overtime hours in the coming new year, just because I kind of want to be a little more. I'm glad to have the 40 hours a week already, but I kind of want to just have a little extra to kind of save up, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. It shouldn't affect my days off, though, because I'm only talking about picking up hours on the days that I'm currently working. So hopefully it doesn't affect my streaming schedule too much or anything else. I was glad to finish Everhood today. That was a really fun game, and I highly recommend people should try it. Like I said, the story's a little funky fresh. I kind of want to play through pacifist mode sometime within the next few weeks. If I do that, I'm going to probably do what I mentioned at the end of the stream and play up till the specific part that I mentioned before when I looked up the alternate endings after you get your arm. And probably start the stream there, because that's how the pacifist run... Thank you, editor! That's how the pacifist run goes. Like, that's how you... It's from... The only way that changes the game from what I saw on the Wikipedia without any in-game spoilers for myself, it all branches off after you get your arm back in the story. So, I think what I'm going to do is just play to that point and then start the stream. Because I kind of want to see what happens if you don't go all murdery on everyone like I did, you know? I might on the Discord do the corridor ending where I walk down a corridor for fucking 3 hours, because I did save it around that point in time, so I think I can go back and just do that. One of these days when I'm really bored, if someone remembers, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and do it in the Discord. I'll screen share. I mean, I went full murder mode, and that was apparently the normal ending, because it's what the story wanted. And to be fair, everyone was pretty happy with me going all murder mode. Like, I got very conflicting messages, because everyone was pretty cool with it. It wasn't like Undertale, where you felt bad after. It was like, oh yeah, that was the thing that happened. And I kind of helped them in a way, so that's cool. So yeah. Probably no streaming. Definitely no planned streaming over the next 3 days. And like I said, Thursday I'll post my schedule for the next week. We do have to finish or continue and then finish Dead Space. We do have, oh god, we have more Resident Evil 3 to play eventually. I would love to play more Lethal Company, but that's a matter of being able to play with people. I don't know, I have a few games to play. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what occurs. Today has been nice though. It's been pretty chill overall. I don't think I mentioned earlier, but my dad's actually home today as well because New Year. But I think he's going back to his regular work schedule as well, starting tomorrow. So, back to the normals. Should I raid out? Let me see. It was kind of nice to raid earlier, although I will be stepping away as of when I end the stream. I'll probably say hi to whoever we're raiding and then pop out just because. You know what? The non-binary king is live playing Among Us. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna raid the non-binary king. They're pretty active in the server and, you know, I appreciate them. That's true. I mean, that is true. I just feel bad because, like, quite honestly, I hate raiding and then just piecing out. That's why the last little bit, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I just don't raid out at all. It's just because it's like I feel bad. I'm like, here's a bunch of people, bye. Like, I just normally though the way I plan my streams, I plan them because I have things I have to do afterwards, or I have to get off when I have to get off. Like today, it's very much I have to get off when I have to get off. Like Moon should already be in bed and she's not, so I'm going to get off, and then I'm probably gonna get an earful from possible parental figures, and yeah, it was nice to raid the king earlier. Honestly, he deserves way more attention. King Argaroth is awesome. Non-binary king is pretty fucking lit though, so we're gonna go ahead and we are going to send some love non-binary king's way. Let me go ahead and do this. Yeah, let me see if I can set up that raid. Like I said, can I find them? Oh, well, that's not how you spell that. There we go. Oh, wow. Rude. Alright, I'm gonna start the raid. We're gonna send some love non-binary king's way. I do have to dip pretty fast after raiding off to them. If you want to go ahead and copy and paste this message. Oh, wrong. That's not how you spell that. If you want to copy paste this message to let them know where you're coming from, feel free to. like I said, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'm probably gonna curl up on the couch and be comfy and just kind of vibe out for the rest of the evening. I'm probably gonna be up late. I might be in the Discord. We'll see what happens. I hope you guys had a wonderful end of your year, and I hope today was a really good start to you guys' years. And if it wasn't, don't fret. You've got the entire year to go. There's so much time to turn shit around and for things to get better. And I believe in you. I believe in you, and I believe in your luck, and I believe in your circumstance, and you got this. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for being here. It means a ton to me. Until next stream, friends. Goodbye.